circumstance to be going as far as we have, but they have ventured into the playoffs year after year also. Look for a good fight tonight, I believe.
Shorthorns start the 1994 campaign in the playoffs in Edna at Cowboy Memorial Stadium. Rather cool evening. I've shed the jacket so we could do this pregame. Going to put it on, though, pretty soon. Football weather, clear skies, a half moon above us, Jeff. It just doesn't get any better than this for as far as conditions are concerned.
Exactly, Kevin. It's beautiful out here. So as we walked on the field earlier, it's in great condition. A lot of room for people to sit, a lot of stands where some of the stadiums we've been to before haven't had a lot of room. It's an excellent setting for a game tonight.
Schulenburg Shorthorns, of course, are 10-0 on the season, ranked #1 in the state throughout the year, and #2 by the Harris rating system behind Archer City. But as you look at the AP, which a lot of people look at, and the Shorthorns remain #1. Boling comes in, they are 6-4 on the year. They're happy to be in the playoffs. They know they have a monumental task in front of them trying to knock off the #1 rated Horns.
It's going to be a big task, there's no doubt about it. But Kevin, they had a rough beginning of the season. We would say they lost 3 of their first 4 games and struggled, and then they got their act together and lost to Tidehaven 35-0, but drove the ball all night. Just didn't get to punch the ball in and played a fine Tidehaven team. There's no doubt about that. So we can't look past these by any means.
Like opponents, Boling played Weimar early in the year. In Weimar, it was tied 6-6 at the halftime, and then Boling came alive and they won that ball game 33-12. Of course, Schulenburg defeated Weimar handily during the second week of the district season. As far as Boling is concerned, Jeff, they like to keep football on the ground. They like to give it to Brandon Bankston. The senior has 1,281 yards rushing, a little over not quite 6.5 yards a carry.
He's been in their backfield since he was a freshman, Kevin. He's an experienced starter, and they're going to look to him and the quarterback, #3, Harris. Those are the 2 guys they're going to have to key on if you can shut that running game down. If I'm not mistaken by the passing stats, they've only got 400 to 500 yards passing total the whole year. So their ground game is the key by far.
Calvin McLeod, #32, has carried the ball for 765 yards, 7.7 yards a carry. You talked about the quarterback, Todd Harris, 531 yards on the ground. Passing, Harris has thrown for just under 500 yards, 492. His favorite receiver is Danny Cazares, 9 catches only, 151 yards. So he spreads the football out pretty much. Really no go-to guy in this offense.
Well, if they've watched Schulenburg long enough, expect them to throw a little more tonight. People that have had some success has been in the air. If they're not used to doing that all year, it could be a kink in their plans. They're not being able to practice it all year long. Getting away from their game plan week after week might be a difference tonight. We'll see how it unfolds.
Schulenburg, of course, is led by All-State quarterback candidate Steven Sarton. Has thrown the football so well this season. His favorite guy is Action Jackson. Jamie Jackson, a junior, has done an outstanding job. He's also, I think, an All-State candidate at that slot position because he does so much with the football. One All-Stater that you won't see for the remainder of the year is Jason Houston. Of course, a lot of people have talked about it. They've heard about it. And Jason Houston is no longer a part of the Schulenburg football team. From what we understand, he's not here tonight. And, of course, he will not be in uniform for the remainder of the year, is what we understand. It was one of those things where Jason just...
It was his own decision, basically.
His own decision, had enough, and we'll see how it affects the Shorthorns here tonight. Didn't affect them too much last week in their big win over Flatonia, 34-15 to clinch their perfect season and to go 10-0 as we start the playoffs.
Well, this week of practice, they had a full week with everybody knowing where they're going to play and everything, and there's no doubts about who's going to be where. And from the notes that Coach Hoosman has given me, they had an excellent week of practice again, and everything's looking good.
You take away a guy like Jason Houston, yes, you do lose a super athlete and a very good football player, but Schulenburg still has David Raines, Bradley Wright, Todd Anders can come in off the sideline and do just as good. So I think the Shorthorns are going to be okay because you can still throw the football very well.
Yes, definitely. You're not losing a lot in the backfield.
And we'll be back with more of our pregame show, but first, this word from some of the fine people making it all possible here on Channel 16.
Joe, Sharon, and Bradley Chernyshek. Joe, Sharon, John, Sharon, Brian Anders support the Shorthorns. The Porter family, Glennis, Tyra, and Jason of the Merchant Marine Academy. Fayette Savings, First Bank, The Flower Box, your Christmas store. Jerry's Phillips 66, Mr. and Mrs. Jerry Majchek. Pat's Sweet Shop, Schulenburg Tires. Tom and Carla Romine and family. Gene and Dorothy Holock. Prime Industries, Kenneth and Mary Jane Berger. Victoria Bank and Trust, Edward and Thelma Glass. Main Production, Elaine Otto Kutzian, Aaron and Christy. James and Dolly Hatfield. Dennis and Agnes and Dennis Urich. Stanley and Carolyn Segura. Wayne and Susan Segura Guzman. Larry, Mary Ann, and Beth Aiding. Mr. and Mrs. James Schromick. Bubba and Karen Dagan. Conley and Nancy Brown. Brendan, Amber, and...
All right, that'll work. Jeff.
This is not good for me, people.
Jeff's first time doing the spots, and we would, of course, thank everyone who makes Shorthorn football possible. Jeff's got the jitters a little bit. Jeff, it's that time of year.
This is the playoffs. I'm always nervous.
What can we expect? You've talked with Coach Hoosman again today, like always. I know he was probably feeling rough, as always. The butterflies flowing. It's playoffs. Step it up a notch.
Oh, exactly. He was a bundle of nerves like he is every week, maybe a little more this week. But he said they got a lot of speed, Kevin. We got to worry about speed. Their quarterback and their backs, a lot of speed in that backfield. Didn't have a lot because we didn't have a lot of common opponents to really gauge anything by. So got to turn everything inside. Don't let them get outside and contain that running game.
What about the Shorthorns offensively? What are some of the things that Coach Hoosman's going to try to do tonight? If you listen to some of us armchair quarterbacks, you kind of look a little conservative the last few weeks, somewhat. Not ultra conservative, but a little bit. Will we open it up tonight? Will we show everything, or is it something that you build on and just wait until you get further down along the line?
Well, his main point of emphasis was to have a balanced attack. We had a real balanced attack last week, over 300 yards, 150 rushing and 100 and some odd passing. Again, a good balanced attack where, hey, we don't know which end they're coming from. When you got to keep them off balance, and Lord knows we got to count on that defense again to come up with another stellar performance.
We've got a big crowd here tonight, and we expect it to grow larger as we move out into the evening, Jeff. Once again, it's in the air, and there's folks here supporting these Schulenburg Shorthorns like they do every year this time.
Oh, yeah, we have a great following. I've seen a lot of industrial people, a lot of Platonia and so on coming in. They want to see a good football game, and they're going to probably follow us a long way as long as we're semi-close to the area where they can make a decent drive. We'll get a good crowd for wherever we go, I think, Kevin.
What about injury-wise? I know that Tyson Romine back. Is he at full speed?
He's back, and I don't know if we're talking about 100%, but a possibility of 2 more weeks we're looking at. Then it's maybe even a 50-50 chance he could get it re-injured. It's a big chance they might have to take. They're just going to have to see how it goes.
That's one thing you don't really want to rush. The broken clavicle, the collarbone that's broken, it's a very painful injury. And I'm sure that's something that they're not going to rush because that's something you got to get healed up, especially in his position. He's a big contact player.
Exactly. He's going to be getting hit every play just about. He's not a defensive back. He's defensive end where he's going to be taking licks out of the backfield and so on. There will be a little bit of changes in the lineup. Bozel is going to be moving up to the defensive end, Adam Bozel, and Sarton will be the full-time safety tonight. Look for that to help cut down on some of that outside rush they have. They're going to do something in the backfield. They noticed the last week that Raines and Wright got a little winded near the end of the game, and they're just not used to playing full games back there, used to splitting time. So every possibly 3rd and 6th series, you might see Anders and Derek Jackson up from the JV in the backfield. But Derek has a lot of speed and Ty's a hard runner. You don't lose a lot when you put them back there.
It's going to be fun. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm real excited about the chance to see a lot of these players play and a lot of these young guys getting to come up. Hopefully they get a lot of playing time tonight.
All right, we're going to take you down to the field as we get set for the Boling Bulldogs to be coming through their run-through poster. Kevin Fishback, Jeff Prosky, buckle them up. We got a good one. It's the playoffs so here on Channel 16.
1994 Schulenburg Shorthorns getting ready to strap it on with the Boling Bulldogs and by-district action. Nice crowd for the victory line. Always a welcome sight for the players to see that support every week, week in and week out. As the coaches also make their way onto the field.
So the Shorthorns get prepared to run through their sign. It says, teach the Bulldogs a lesson. Exactly what the #1 rated Shorthorns are going to try to do here tonight. Big run-through sign here this evening. We thought Boling was coming out first, but they didn't. So they'll give it to the #1 rated Shorthorns. There they are, led by David Raines. He's looking for a big night tonight, getting all the playing time this evening. He, along with Bradley Wright, going to be in a very important part of this Shorthorn offensive attack this evening. And Boling still yet to come out onto the field. They remain in their end zone as they prepare to come out. They have a good crowd across the way as well. And of course, the Shorthorns always bring a very boisterous crowd to any ball game. Catch the Bulldog Spirit. The title of their run-through poster, waving the green and white pom-poms. Schulenburg dressed in all black, while the Bulldogs are dressed in white, trimmed with green, as they make their way out. The Boling Bulldogs. So they look pretty fired up, Jeff. We saw them on the field. They were all fired up. They're staying that way here as they make their way out.
Kevin, if you can't get fired up for the #1 team in the state, you're not going to be able to get fired up.
So the Shorthorns and the Bulldogs are out on the field. We'll wait for the captains to come out for both teams. We're high atop of Cowboy Memorial Stadium's press box, on top of the press box, with a bird's eye view tonight. The captains for the Boling Bulldogs, it will be Todd Harris and Brandon Bankston, the two main captains. For the Shorthorns, it's Chad Ginert, Ricky Hernandez, Stephen Sarton, and Chris Urich.
Captains for the Boling Bulldogs coming to the center.
All kinds of papers here tonight, Jeff. Not a whole lot. Excuse me. Not a whole lot of wind here in Edna. That's fortunate.
We're lucky with that. If we would be chasing these papers all over the top of this place. It's nice when if we're fortunate enough to get further along in the playoffs to get into some bigger stadiums where they have a lot of room for us inside. The conditions probably won't be as good as this, and so we'll maybe be fortunate enough to get inside.
So the field is in excellent condition. Jeff, we commented about that earlier. It is outstanding. Jeff's going to tell you more about the field, but first we're going to keep it here and we'll tell you exactly who's won the toss. The officials are talking it over with Bankston and with Stephen Sarton. It appears as though Boling has won the toss, and they have elected to receive. Jeff will go on defense for the first time.
I like that. I like that. Let's set our tone with our defense and get the ball in the second half.
What about this field? Immaculate.
It is beautiful. I mean, there's nothing tore up about it. And I know Edna's got some pretty good-sized boys, and they've played some pretty big teams. And tribute to the school district and so on. And it's a beautiful, beautiful field.
Well, they just made the announcement. This is the 8th straight year for the Shorthorns.
Third straight year for the Boling Bulldogs to appear in postseason.
8th straight for Schulenburg, 3rd straight for Boling. Jeff, it's kind of funny. They're lining up for our national anthem, but we've already had that earlier this evening. So something a little different. Schulenburg shows, okay, we've recognized that. We're going to get our kickoff team lined up and get after them.
I expect them to run some trickery a little bit, Kevin. Platonia did it last week to some degree of success, and I expect that they had somebody there and is going to let everything out tonight too.
Well, the kickoff team has changed from week to week several times. One member not out there has been on there a few weeks ago for several weeks, Aaron Strick. The junior hurt his, I think, quadricep muscle, and so he, along with Bezetsny, it appears, Jeff, Bezetsny, Strick are the only ones that are not in uniform tonight for the Shorthorns, and that's pretty good considering the big teams that we have played this year.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, how fortunate we are to be as healthy as we are this late in the season. Let's hope that doesn't jinx anybody tonight and have a problem. But
so Jared Schromick will kick it away for the Schulenburg Shorthorns. Back deep will be Todd Harris and Brandon Bankston.
Coach said that they're not going to try not to kick to these two fellows. They average about 30 yards a return, both of them.
And, you know, Schulenburg is 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Timeout. Coach Usman is trying to get the attention. Now, we ran across the line, but as long as you don't touch the football, you're okay. For some reason, we were trying to get the attention of Schromick. We still haven't done it. Now we've got it. All right, my check lines up in the right position. And this playoff season is underway. Script kick, and whistles blow right away. Delay of game against the Horns. Now,
delay a game on a kickoff?
I guess they took too much time after they blew the whistle.
That's a funny call. I've never seen that happen before.
Well, I tell you what, they enjoy their loudspeaker system here in Edna.
Well, I mean, now we're going to
It's good. Isn't it great to have a system like that? It keeps everybody informed. We'll be able to find out the ticket numbers tonight.
Exactly. We never knew anything was going on. I don't think the speaker system worked all night.
Well, the clock certainly didn't. Boy, that seems like years ago. That was just about 6 weeks ago, 7 weeks ago. 6 weeks. So the Horns will be penalized 5 and do it all over again. And there's a wide open area between the 35 and about the 25. If they could just pooch it over there and just run all out, you could see a long onside kick. But I don't think that's going to be the case. From the 35, Schromick script
That's what
kick.
I figured he was going to do.
The ball is going to be popped around, fumbled, and Boling will cover the football at the 35-yard line. That's typical type of start for the Shorthorns. That's something we've seen all year.
That's about the yards we've been giving up the whole time, right around the 35-yard line. We just don't want to give up the big play, Kevin. Don't let them get the big return. With that speed, one or two missed tackles, and it could be a score on the other end.
So the quarterback is going to be Todd Harris. Larry Fisher is a tight end. Brandon Bankston, one of the running backs. The line averages, well, they got a big guy in there at 250 pounds. Everyone else about 195, 175. First down and 10, one back look. Pitch it out to Bankston. Trying to get outside, cuts it back up, met, and takes the ball up to about the 41, 42-yard line. Bankston with the initial carry of the night.
Ball carrier number 5, Brandon Bankston.
They will mark it at the 41.5-yard line.
Good 6-yard carry.
Gain of a little more than 6, and it's second down and a short 4, long 3 situation. Single back is Bankston. Double wing set. Typical running formation for the Boling Bulldogs. Pitch it again to Bankston. Trying to get outside. Brown had him, wrapped him up, but he gets forward and gets the first down. Couldn't wrap him up as Jackson and Barry Shepard are there. Sarton and Schromick.
Let's hope we don't have to call their numbers for tackles a whole lot tonight. That's a good surge by Boling's line. A little bit of over pursuit maybe on the defensive line by Schulenburg.
Gain of 5 to the 46-yard line. The field is marked every 5 yards with a number, and they have the hash marks in the middle of the field. We should have no trouble tonight spotting where the football is. Boling on their initial drive of the night. First down and 10. They will hand it off. Not much there. Met by the black attack. Look at the swarm.
Chad Ginnert, number 61.
8 guys there. Jackson, Brown, Ginnert.
A little bit of everybody.
Fernandez, Shepard.
We'll take a loss of 1 on that play.
You bet. Hey, you know, if you Jackson and Brown, that's Jackson Brown. You just never know what we're going to come up with here upstairs.
We don't even know either.
Second down and 11 for the Boling Bulldogs. That was a nice play as the Shorthorns shut them down right there.
Looked like the play didn't develop, Kevin. The quarterback kind of had little jitters back there, it looked like.
Double wing set, single backfield. Members, Bankston, they'll go wide again. Schromick has him out there, can't get him. Jackson.
Okay.
That's a nice play. Keep him outside, and Jackson runs him out of bounds. Bankston looks like he's going to be a load to bring down.
He's got some speed, and he's a pretty good size, 185, 195, 195?
195
pretty good size, pretty good size runner. Third and long, well, this is going to be an interesting call right here.
Ball just shy of midfield, back at the 48. They need to get Shorthorn territory to the 44. So it's a good 3rd and 8. 10:20 left in the first quarter. We have no score at Cowboy Memorial Stadium in Edna. And now they'll split a wide receiver out to the right. Single back. They will run the option. Pitch it. And the man will take it up. Has some running room. He's got the first down and more. 1 minute to beat. The 30, 25, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Boling Bulldogs from 52 yards out. Calvin McLeod. They ran the option, Jeff. Looked like it was going to go outside. He cut it back up the middle, and boom! Boling is on the
A
board.
good run, a good read by the back to follow his blockers. They kicked it out enough where he could cut back in. Excellent run by number 32. Good speed. I told you about that speed. You're going to have to watch it.
First quarter, 10-10 left, and McLeod takes it 52 yards for the touchdown. This is Rene Villisanya to try to add the extra point. Villisanya. And Boling is struck first. High snap is down. Wobbly kick, no good. Didn't have a chance. 10-10 left, first quarter. Boling 6, Schulenburg yet to touch the football. Schulenburg Shorthorn football is brought to you by Holas Duncan Insurance Agency, Hugo Holas in Schulenburg, Carl Duncan in Weimar, Frank's Restaurant, I-10 Highway 77 in Schulenburg, Chuck Brown Ford, Double B Foods Incorporated, Don Blancett, Schulenburg Tires, Alfredo and Mildred Valenzuela, Prime Industries, and W.A. Farr. Jeff, are you as shocked as I am to see Boling take it up the field on the first drive against a very tough defense?
Not really. We just over-pursued on that play. It was a good call. A good call. We know they're going to run the ball. We're going to have to settle down and play run defense like we have week in and week out. What's going to tell me a lot here is how we handle ourselves when we get the ball back right quick here.
Boy, I tell you, Boling can strike quickly. Villisanya will kick it off, and Jeff, look how he has the football set up.
They don't want to return either.
Jackson is back deep, Raines and Mark.
Whoa.
It's a flutter. Boy, that's a beautiful kick. Here's Action Jackson at 22. Jamie stood up, cannot get away. Up to about the 32, 33-yard line, a return of 11. They set the football down, and he kicked it just like it was set, and it just fluttered.
Just kind of like a helicopter flying in the air, just hovering around up there.
Here's the Schulenburg offense. David Raines and Bradley Wright in the backfield, along with Steven Sarton, the quarterback. Kevin Mark is the tight end. The regulators, Dustin Bosel at center, Chris Urich and Donovan Kujay, the guards, Greg Segura and Dan Dagan, the tackles, and the split end is Stephen Adams, along with Jamie Jackson.
Run a 5-2 defense. I haven't seen that since my high school days.
They run the 5-2. Sometimes they'll go into a 5-3 front. Let's give it to Raines. Cannot get away from the man. And Raines will take it to about the 33. Short gain, if any. And it brings up second down. 9:50 left in the first quarter. It's Edna 6, or I should say Boling 6. We're in Edna. Boling 6 and Schulenburg with their first possession of the night. Gain of 1. The ball is at the 33-yard line. Second down and 9. Split backfield with Aiding and Mark to the left. Sarton wants to pass. Looking, in trouble. Now will run. He's going to take it up. Has a 5-6 yards and gets knocked out of bounds. Was Jackson open on that, or were they playing a sneak zone on him?
Looked like a sneak zone back there. I think Sarton made the right read, not forcing a ball in there. We got a third and a reasonable amount to get here. A short pass or a good run will get it to us. So 3rd and 5, a good effort here is going to take it to get the first down.
Gain of 4 for Stephen Sarton. It's 3rd down and 5 now with 9:15 left in the first quarter. The clock is stopped. Shorthorns trail 6-0.
I like seeing him get out of bounds, though. We don't need him to take a big lick early in the game and be suspect.
Adams and Jackson split out here to our side. Mark is a tight end on the far left. 3rd and 5. Sarton rolling, looking. Has Jackson wide open. Throws it out. Caught at midfield. Trying to get away. Nice play by Jamie Jackson. It goes from
and a late hit on the quarterback, I believe.
And a flag down out there.
Yep.
From the 39 up to the 11.
Either a late hit or a roughing the passer. One of the two is going to be added on to this, Kevin, it looks like.
Gain of 14 on the play, Jeff. Let's see if it holds up. The officials are back pointing at the flag. Shorthorns feel that it is going to go against the Boling Bulldogs.
There was nobody else back there besides the defender and Sarton didn't do anything.
We'll see the call from the official. Now another official will come
Pointing
in.
the other way. Personal
foul. Roughing the passer, Boling. at 15 yards to the 14-yard reception, Jeff, and we've got the football at the 32-yard line.
A good break for Schulenburg right here. Let's hope we can capitalize on it and take advantage of their mistakes. They're going to be aggressive. There's no doubt about it. We've got to use that to our advantage.
Well, one thing we have seen in the last few weeks is some late hits on Stephen Sarton. Whether teams are just going after him or what, but he has taken some late hits. Fortunately, they have been called.
Well, they're going to try to disrupt his pattern because he had such a successful season. Just make him think that they're there all the time. So there's no wonder about that.
Ball at the 32, first down and 10 horns. 8:55 left, first quarter. Line jumps, no call. We'll give it to Raines. It stood up and knocked down. Knocked down on the play by Chris Tarver and Larry Fisher.
The good defensive play.
Tackle made by Chris Tarver.
So it brings up second down and
give him one on
gain
that.
of 1 for Raines. Second down and 9. 8:25 left in our first quarter. The Horns trail 6-0. This is their first possession of the evening.
I'm anxious to see, Kevin, if they decide just to run something, a quick hitter up the middle instead of the counter trays and so on. It's a successful play, but looks like the play maybe just taking just a little bit too long to develop, and maybe we'll get something a little quicker.
Second down and 9. Sarton calling the signals. We'll hand it to Bradley Wright. Big hole for Bradley Wright. Up across the 25, maybe to the 24-yard line. Nice game by Bradley Wright. It's good for 7 yards, and now it's third down and short.
We need to be in that third and short situation. A short gain there, and you left it third and long, and there's not a lot of doubt what you're going to be doing. So this at least is going to make Boling think, well, what are we going to look for, the pass or the run here?
They'll mark the football back at the 25, so it's actually third down and 3.
We're in 4-down territory anyway, Kevin.
There's no doubt about it. This is the playoffs. You don't leave anything at home. Coach David Hoosman calling an audible for Stephen Sarton. He's got the play. We'll pitch it to Wright. Cuts it up. First down at the 21-yard line. A gain of 4. Good quick pitch out to the right. Wright read it correctly. Has 4 yards and a first down.
Well, a good seal by the line. A good job of the line to seal the end off where he had just enough room to get around and get enough yards for the first down. A good tribute to Dagan in the right side of the line over there.
We'll try to keep up with first downs. I don't know how good we'll do. We'll do it definitely on the penetrations, for the simple fact that in a playoff game, if the game ends tied, that's how you determine who goes on. Shorthorns are looking for 6 here. Sarton, with a nice fake. Mark is open. Want to get it to Steven Adams at the 5. He is going to score.
Touchdown. All right, Horns.
Touchdown. Steven Adams, 21 yards. Adams snuck in there, Jeff, for 21 yards, and he's good for 6, and we're tied with 6:53 left in the first quarter.
Kevin, he's just showed a lot of confidence in these last few games. You can see it building, and he's just starting to explode for us just at the right time. Right at the playoff season is when you want to hit the peak, and a beautiful play. A lot of good moves right there. He must have been watching Jackson a little bit there and took some nice moves and waltzed right on in.
Well, the Shorthorns needed that after giving up the quick touchdown to Boling. They needed to get right back on the board and tie this thing up and try to take the lead because Boling missed their extra point. There's a snap of the hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good. We're playing Horn football with 6:53 left in the first quarter. Our score, Shorthorns 7, Boling Bulldogs 6. Now take the lead, Jeff. That's what we wanted to see.
Exactly. You got to give a lot of credit to that line there. They did a good job, and there hardly wasn't a pass rush on Sarton there. He had his time. On the 2 passes that he threw, he had time.
Well, that is one thing that is encouraging. Not a big, heavy rush on Stephen Sarton this evening. That's something that we like to see because you give Stephen Sarton time to set up, he's going to eat you alive.
Well, they have, by the things we've heard, they have a fairly inexperienced line. I'm not going to say a lot, but they're a little bit younger than we are. Hopefully that'll play into our hands tonight.
Schromick with the kickoff, taking it to 30. And the man will take it up to the 40-yard line. Ball returned by number 16, Jamie Garcia. So Boling will start off with a little better field position than they did. Each team now has a penetration with each scoring on their opening drives.
40-yard line. First and 10.
First down and 10 for the Dogs. Ball is at the 40. We've got 6:48 left in the first quarter. Schulenburg on top, 7-6. Harris is the quarterback. Bankston, the man behind him.
Broken play.
Broken play. Harris gets wrapped up in black attack with a sack. Brown missed him. It slowed him up enough for Ricky Hernandez. I believe it's going to be Brian Valenzuela.
A good rush.
Schromick with a tackle.
A good rush put on by the defensive line. He didn't have much room when he turned around and looked. There was a lot of people there.
Help from number...
Second down, yeah. Second and 18.
Our announcer downstairs has got the wrong roster for the wrong team every time.
Second 18, 6:10 left. And Brown gets a big hand. Finally, they got it right on him. Second and long, split backfield. First man through, nothing there. The headhunter, Chad Gillard, wrapped him up, put him down. Nice tackle of Calvin McLeod, who last time touched the ball, went 52 yards. This time,
no gain.
McLeod gains nothing.
by Chad Gillard.
So it's 3rd and 18, Jeff.
This is a big play, Kevin. Even though it's real early, it's a big play if we can stop them, get the momentum. We've got the momentum right now. If we can stop them, don't let them get jump-started again. Get this ball back, drive again. We could be in the driver's seat, not this early. You hate to say that this early, but get some momentum our way.
5:30 left in the first quarter. Horns up 7-6. 3rd and 18 for Boling. They want to throw. Quarterback draw. Will run. He's got some room, Jeff. He fumbles the football. Ball is loose. Who's got it? It's still loose. Flags go down. We may. Let's hold the phones. Boy, that's a delayed draw. They will take it up from the 32. Cross midfield to the 44. Boling recovered it. We're going to have holding against Boling.
All right, that'll work.
A illegal block in the back. Wipe it all out.
I don't think it goes back to, it might be a spot foul, though.
Yeah, you wipe out the first down.
Exactly, though, yeah. We were going to have to watch that. Coach Houston said they do run the quarterback draw pretty heavily, so.
So they will mark the football back to the 43. And it will remain 3rd down. Boy.
Do you give him all those yards he gained? I guess you do, don't you?
Yeah, you give him the yardage, then you take away the penalty yardage. It went from the 32, 18, yeah.
24 yards?
24 yards on the carry. Then the penalty of 15. So it's still now 3rd down and now 7. 3rd and 7. Single
Watch
setback.
a trap, possibly a trap. They like to run the trap out of this.
Well, Bankston's lined up as wingback. They'll run the option. Quarterback will keep it. Had him outside. Who got a hold of him? Jamie Jackson wrapped him up. Just would not let go.
Good play.
Jackson wrapped him up, and then Sarton finished him off. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 4th down and 4, and Boling may punt the football. We think they will. 4th down and 4, ball at the 46-yard line in Boling territory, but they're going to call upon Mr. Alasenia to kick it away.
Their kicking game looked a little suspect earlier in the warm-ups. Kevin, maybe this is an area we need to take advantage of.
Horns playing return. Villasanya with a nice punt. Away from Jackson at the 10. Nice block, Sarton. Jamie trying to get outside and can't.
Good tackle. If he'd have got past that, he had some room to run.
Nice play in there by number 44, Barrett Allen.
Tackle made by Barrett Allen.
Barrett Allen with the tackle, and Jackson only gains a yard on the return.
As soon as I talk about the kicking game, they turn out a good play.
See what happens? Ball at the 12, 1st down and 10 Horns. 4:08 left first quarter. Schulenburg 7 and Boling 6. Boling scored on their initial drive. Schulenburg then came right back and scored on theirs on a 21-yard pass to Stephen Adams. 1st and 10, split backs. Wright and Raines in the backfield. David Raines, big hole, then it closes up on him. It developed, and then it just kind of closed right quick.
Nonetheless, still a positive game. I have to look at it that way.
Gain of 2 for David Raines.
David Raines.
Raines with 2, 2nd and 8. 3:50 left. First quarter.
Carver in on the tackle for the Bulldogs. Gain of about 2 yards on the play.
Second down and 8 for the Schulenburg Shorthorns, who lead 7-6 here. 3.5 left in the first quarter. Big crowd here in Edna at Cowboy Memorial Stadium. A good crowd across the way from Boling. Our stands are probably twice as large as theirs, and ours is filled. Sarton with time, throws it out, intercepted. Adam slipped, intercepted to the 10, the 5, and then a flag will go down.
A hold or a clip coming in somewhere.
Ball is intercepted at the 45-yard line, returned by Todd Harris up to about the 2, but let's hold the phone because flags are down.
It's going to be on the return one nonetheless.
It's against the Boling Bulldogs. So you'll, from the spot of the foul, you'll go back 15, which will put the ball at about the 26.
A nice interception, though. A good leaping interception by Harris.
Well, if Adams doesn't slip, though, he's got a good play on the football, but he just kind of slipped when he made his break. And that was enough for Harris to step in. First turnover of the night.
Sets him up pretty good field position, 26, 27-yard line.
Ball at the 27, 1st and 10 with 3:10 left in the first quarter. Boling has the football after the interception by the quarterback, or the Todd Harris, who now plays quarterback on the offensive side. Split backfield, Bankston and McLeod. Double wing on the left. Bankston with it, nothing there. But he manages to lunge forward to about the 26, a gain of 1. Bozel and Sarton are there to bring him up. Boy, I tell you, Stevens on a lot of tackles tonight already.
He's an active fellow. You can't keep him down. You're going to, being that they're a run-oriented team, he's going to try to sneak up there as much as he can and help the linebackers and defensive line out.
2nd and 9 with 2:45 to go in the first quarter. One back, double wing set. Oh, illegal procedure.
Oh, I didn't see it.
They never called it. They throw the pass out. It's going to be intercepted by
All
Jamie
right.
Jackson.
All right,
And
that
it will
helps.
go back to the 20-yard line. Jeff, we have a penalty, but there's no flag. It doesn't matter. It would have.
Tight end moved.
Yeah.
Everybody saw it.
It wouldn't have mattered anyway.
I don't see how the guy on that end didn't see it. It was right in front of him, the closest player to him.
Jackson with the INT puts the Horns in business back of the 20-yard line. We don't lose anything. Actually, we gain 6 yards.
A big play. Nonetheless, a big play. They were in certainly some type of scoring position, almost as it is. Well, with the kick game, we don't really want to say that, but a big play. Let's see if we can turn it into some positive here.
First down and 10 for the Schulenburg Shorthorns. That is a big play with 2:28 left in the first quarter. 7-6 Schulenburg on top. Their last drive ended in an interception. They now start one after making an interception. Hand it to Raines. He has 2, and that's all.
David Raines carrying the ball for the Shorthorns. Tackle made by
Jamie Jackson and
Jamie Garcia.
Derek Gardner exchanging greetings. And I'm sure they weren't saying welcome to the Bi-District Championship. Nice to meet you.
Oh, I don't think that was quite the words they used.
You know, you get a lot of that with the downfield blocking. The Shorthorns do that so well. The receivers and even the regulators, the linemen, get downfield and look for somebody to lay on their back. And that's what it takes in a big run attack.
You never want to give up.
2nd and 8 for the Horns with 1:45 left in the first quarter, leading Boling 7-6. Too much time.
That sure was quick, Kevin. That sure was quick.
Step on 5 against the Schulenburg Shorthorns.
That was real quick.
So when they mark,
Back to the 17-yard line.
they mark it, now they'll roll the clock at 1:40. It's still 2nd down now, but it's 2nd and 13. Schromick and Jackson out to the left, marks a tight end here to the right. Quick screen. Nice block, but Jackson cannot hold on to the football. Schromick with a great block.
They were looking for that, though, Kevin.
Schromick with a crackback had his man, and we've got a timeout on the field with 1:21 left in the first quarter, and Schulenburg on top 7-6. Chris Tarver was the injured Bulldog. That was either, or Jamie Garcia Schromick with a great block on him and just laid him out. He's okay, got up on his own power, probably just had the wind knocked out of him. But now it's 3rd and 13 for the Horns with minute 21 left in the first quarter. Sarton back to pass. Has time. Jackson's wide open. First down. 35, 40, and out of bounds for Action Jackson.
How do you leave him that alone, Kevin? How do you leave him that alone?
Well, it may have been the guy who just got knocked out's coverage man, and he's sitting on the sidelines, and a fresh man comes in. It goes from the 17, Jeff, all the way up to the 43. That's a gain of 26 and a first down, and a crucial first down. Gets the Shorthorns out of jail. A minute 14 left on the clock. And Schulenburg on top 7-6 here in the first quarter. Clock is stopped as Jackson was driven out of bounds. When you need a big play, the Horns seem to come up with one. Hand it off to Raines. David Raines has 5, still pumping the feet. And will be knocked down right there. Maybe a 4-yard game, but still a nice run on the left side.
The line looks like they're getting a little more successful as the carries go on. They're getting a little more push on the ball, and hopefully they'll start opening some bigger holes.
A gain of 4. Inside of a minute to go, we're at 49 seconds left in the first quarter. As the temperatures begin to drop just a little bit here in Edna.
Clear night. It's going to be cold.
Man alive. 2nd and 6. Starting to pass. Rolling out. Jackson open again. Caught the 40.
That guy's got some hands.
Well, I tell you what. Just give the football near him and he'll catch it. It goes from the 42 across midfield, or from the 47 across midfield to the 36.
17 yards. That look right?
17 yards on the catch. Jeff, you just get the football near him and he's going to turn it up on you.
Looks like it was almost too high, but those sticky fingers just reached up and took it out of the sky.
1st and 10 again for the Horns. Boy, Jamie's having a field day. He is just eating up the coverage. So far tonight, he's got 4 catches, 57 yards.
3 catches.
3 catches for 57. Pitch it left. Raines looking outside, cuts it back up, David Raines. Oh, nice cut, David Raines. See ya. You're not going to catch him. Touchdown.
That's what the line needed, Kevin. Right there is what the line needed, a good surge, a good hole open. I like the quick hitters, Kevin. I was telling you about the quick hitters. Get that ball in their hands, let that line get that initial surge and get right past them.
Dustin Bozel, Chris Urick, Donovan Kujay, Greg Segura, Dan Dagan, and a tight end is Kevin Mark. The Regulators just springing for 36 yards, and Raines is on the board with just 1 second left in the first quarter of play, and it's now 13-6 in favor of the Shorthorns. Boy, just like that, Jeff. Who said the Shorthorns couldn't score quick this time?
It can still happen.
It can happen at any time.
Too many weapons.
From any point on the field. Barry Shepard to add the extra point. It's up, it's good. 1 second left in the first quarter. It's Shorthorns 14, Boling Bulldogs 6. Here on Channel 16, Schulenburg Shorthorn football is brought to you tonight by Diamond S Restaurant, Foxfire Builders, J.O. Renner, 10th Frame Bowling Alley, Audubon Travel Shop, IMCO, Ken and Sherry Banks owners, and of course, thanking the banks for putting on the huge bonfire on Thursday night. It was outstanding, and hats off. It's nice to have good business people like that in the community.
Folks, if you missed that bonfire, you missed a heck of a good time out there. Excellent job. Hats off to Mr. Banks, as you said, Kevin. Outstanding supporter. A heck of a fine man.
Yes, he is, and his family as well. Other sponsors include Krumschick Wagner Insurance Agency, Kelly and Doris Sarton, Schulenburg Livestock Auction Incorporated, Zimmerman's Garage, Vernon and Fawn Zimmerman owners, Schulenburg Printing and Office Supplies, and Sports Specialties, the Prosky families, and Dan and Jill Tabor. Big Shorthorn supporters, we thank you all for making it possible. Jeff, any jitters after that first drive by Boling? Throw them out the window. Horns are playing their type of game.
We still need to step it up a little bit on defense and let them know, hey, we're going to stop that run. We've got to watch that quarterback. That quarterback draw is going to be a dangerous play all night, Kevin, I believe.
Schromick will tee it up at the 40. Horns lead 14-6 with 1 tick left on the first quarter clock.
An onside kick. Well, the ball is going to be fumbled. Bounced around. They pounce on it, and
That's a pretty good kick.
I tell you what, it almost caught Boling by surprise because the first two went to the middle man real short. This time they kick it away, and the man was actually running towards the middle, and he had to turn around. End of the first quarter, Horns 14, Dogs 6. First quarter was where you take a look at this enthusiastic Schulenburg Shorthorn crowd, Jeff. Once again, you just can't say enough for the way the people support these Schulenburg Shorthorns.
Kevin, this is outstanding. Outstanding crowd, even lined up on the fence. And it has got a real good-sized set of stands here. Bowling didn't bring quite as many as we did, but I'm sure there's a lot of people on our side also just wanting to see a good game.
And they're seeing one. As we go to the second quarter, Schulenburg on top, 14-6. It's first down and 10 ball at the 31-yard line. Todd Harris, the man under. Quick screen out, incomplete.
Had it well read. Yeah, we had 3 men right out there, well read.
McLeod, the intended receiver, incomplete. And yes, exactly right, Jeff. Shorthorns had that one sniffed out. Snuffed out.
Snuffed out.
Sniffed out. They knew it was coming.
Exactly, that's what you meant to say.
But, you know, when it's this cool up here, the lips kind of freeze, and you can't really say everything you want to.
Kevin, this isn't cold. We're not in College Station. That was cold.
That was cold. There's no doubt about it. Second down and 10. We've just begun the second quarter, 11:57 left on the clock. And the Horns lead 14-6 over Boling. Boling. You see, there it is. Too much. Well, thought we had too much,
that's
but
good.
they called
I like to hear
timeout.
that.
Yeah, that's good. They burned a timeout. Gives us a chance to tell you that Schulenburg Shorthorn Football 1994 playoffs brought to you here on Channel 16 by Baumgarten Matula, Bruce and Cindy Bozel. 3D Belt Company, Stephen Charisse Dees, Charles and Gail Bow, Oakwood Smokehouse Restaurant, Robert Pam and Narissa Bezetsny, Tom and Dolores Sanders, Gallup Supermarket, Leo Stop and Shop, Leo Sheer Genius, and upstairs, at the downstairs, Mayor Leo Kopetsky, Dave Dean and Kenny. The Record Rack, Barry and Melissa Shepard, Terry and Lloyd Bauer, Jean Barber and Christine Ginter, and Royce and Jeanette Kujay. 14-6, Horns lead over the Boling Bulldogs with a timeout as Boling, Jeff, took a little time, and maybe the jitters are starting to hit the Dogs a little bit. Even though this is their third trek into the playoffs in 3 years, Horns are here for the 8th time in a row, and that #1 ranking, every time you look at that, you know, everyone in the area picks up the papers on Tuesday when the rankings come out, and they still see that Schulenburg is #1, and you know you love to play a #1 rated team, but then again, there's something in the back of your mind when a team like that gets ahead of you, look out, we're in trouble.
Here it goes. But, of course, we're not the same team every week. We change a little bit, change our game plan a little bit, and, you know, every week there's a little wrinkle to it.
Second down and 10. Split backs, wide receiver to the right, and a quarterback is sacked.
Paco!
Oh, my man, Paco Valenzuela. The young man got through, got a hold of the ankle, started biting him, and put him down on the ground.
That's going to be a big factor tonight to get rush on him. Don't let him scramble.
You know, you look at Paco Valenzuela, he is not a big, intimidating figure, but the young man is so quick, and he is so strong, Jeff, that he plays like a guy that's 6'6", 290.
Oh, exactly. When Alfredo played, you know, at the center and also defensive line, he was just the same way, tough as nails.
You got Paco at 5'7", 155. He is a tough one. Third and long again for Boling. Last two drives, they've gone backwards. 3rd and 17, quarterback with a draw. And, he's in trouble. Nice move. Oh, what a nice... Steven Sarton.
That's okay. We'll give him that 8-yard run when it's 3rd and 18.
Gain of 10.
Second, excuse me.
It was 3rd down. That's 3rd down. It's 4th
you're
down.
right.
Now.
I'm sorry.
Gain of 10
you're exactly right. My fault.
on the quarterback draw. Sarton and Bozell. Is that a new man? Adam, it's Bozel, and we'll try to correct that at halftime.
We'll see if we can take care of that. You're going to have that every week in the playoffs.
Right. Alisena. We'll punt it away. Villasena. There you go. Here come the Horns with the rush.
Get out of the way,
nice. The punt is nice for the Horns to go straight in the air, but then it takes a good roll. Goes out of bounds. At the 35, Jeff, Horns could put a big nail.
They can start hammering anyway.
Start hammering a little bit right here. If they can come out with a long drive, remember the Horns will get the football to start the second half.
Yes.
You go up by 2-3 touchdowns and then get the football back, you're looking good. And the defense has looked good here in the last
They're
two,
starting to look good.
two possessions.
I'm still, as we just saw, still worried about that quarterback draw. You know, we were fortunate enough that they were in 3rd and long, real long.
You know, knowing Coach Brad Oden, our defensive coordinator, of course, and the fine coaching staff, as we look at Coach Oden, he's visiting with his defense now, they're going to find out exactly what's happening. They're going to change some at halftime and probably shut that thing down. 1st and 10 Horns, ball to 35.
Another
Bradley
hole.
Wright at the 40. Stood up
Good
and
hit.
lunges forward. Nice one-on-one tackle by Harris, but not before a gain of 7. You know, you got Coach Stewart and Coach Brown. They had their equipment up here with us. We've got plenty of room, coaches, but they decided it was just a little too cold for them, so they went in the press box. Mr. Dinger, Bill Dinger, the official Shorthorn cameraman, is up here with us. You and I and Greg are up here, but Coach Stewart and Coach Brown are getting the better looks, I guess, from underneath us.
Oh, I'm happy with my seat. I got the best seat in the house.
Yeah, I'm right next to you, so we're right there. You know, we didn't pay for these seats either. 2nd down and 3 for the Horns. Sarton will give it up the middle of the range, lunge ahead with the regulators. Look at that offensive line.
It's going to be close to a 1st down. Maybe just shy.
It needed the other side of the 45. What I was getting at with Coach Brown and Coach Stewart is, Jeff, they study everything, and they can help Coach Oden and Coach Coach Hoosman at the half to make those adjustments that need to be made. And that's what they have done all year long, and that's what it takes. A coaching staff with 5, 6, 7, 8 individuals with all eyes on different things, putting it all together, making some suggestions, and making the corrections.
Yeah, they're studying everything, like you said before. They're studying everything that's being done out there, making mental notes, and Coach Schilke helps them out, keeping some defensive stats out there, and maybe they can catch some tendencies and so on, and make some adjustments.
They'll stick the change. It's going to be awfully close.
Boy, we're talking
Greg,
about...
can you see how close that is? They didn't make
inch
it.
or so. It's real close.
Just about an inch. It'll be 3rd down and short. 3rd and not even the nose of the football away. Ball is at the 45. We need to just cross the 45.
That's one of the first spots we really need this year that we really needed.
Yeah. 9:14 on the clock here in the first half. Horns lead 14-6, and the clock will roll. Don't expect Schulenburg just to pump it up and go for the 1st down. They may try to beat you deep here, Jeff. Now nope, they're going to do the quarterback
that'll work.
sneak.
Oh,
Look
yeah,
at
there.
He's got 5 yards.
A good push by that line, Kevin.
Again.
What can you say about that line?
Again, Dustin Bozel, Chris Urich, Jonathan Kujay, Greg Segur, and Dan Dagan, and Mark, the tight end. The regulators doing their job. 5 yards on a 9-man front is unheard of.
Well, Kevin, you know Boling knew, said, hey, they're going to come up the middle to get that little bit. We just pushed them. They're going to think about that later. Hopefully we'll remind them of that every time we get a chance to.
I tell you what, that's that strength program. Hand it to Reigns, cuts it back up, gain of 3.
It might be a hold.
Yeah, flags come in late, but it's in the area of holding. I think we may have the Horns called for the infraction. It is holding Schulenburg. From the spot, it would make it about a 1st and 20. They'll step the football back to the 40, make it the 39. It's going to be 1st and 21.
With our air attack, Kevin, we're still all right.
And it gives the Horns another play, and more time will come off the clock. 8:30 left to go in the first half. Clock is rolling with the Horns leading 14-6, facing 1st down and 21 following the holding penalty. 8:20 left to go.
I like Coach Hoosman's philosophy so far. He's mixing it up real good.
He has really mixed it up well.
78 yards passing, 69 yards
Here's a
running.
reverse. We haven't seen this all year. Look at Jackson at the 45, at the 50. Spun out of bounds at about the 40. And look at the big block. Oh, what a hammer block. Pancake style from Dan Dagan. Dagan, the big guy, got out there, Jeff, 15 yards and laid a monstrous hit on one of the linebackers. And
he went sprawling about 10 yards.
Yeah, he rolled 15 yards. Give
blocking downfield again, Kevin.
First time we've seen that play, Jeff, and it goes for 13 yards to Jamie Jackson.
Against both teams, Kevin, that would have went for a lot longer, but good containment by number 4 for Boling. Give him a lot of credit on that.
2nd and 8 at the 48. David Raines had a hold, didn't see it.
Didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, just didn't quite get there, and he's knocked down by Jamie Garcia and Chris Plummer.
Tackle made by Jamie Garcia and Chris Plummer.
So that'll bring up 2nd down,
3rd down.
or 3rd down.
3rd down and 9.
$7:35 left, first half. Third down and 9 for the Horns. Ball at the 49. They're in the Boling territory. Starting to pass. Has time. Trying to throw it out to Adams, and he got held up.
I was holding there.
Passes
Well beyond the line of scrimmage.
Stephen Adams.
4th down and punting units coming on. Well, the drive is stopped. It looked like a hitch and go.
A little holding going on there. Legal chuck, holding, whatever you want to call it. It was beyond the 5 yards.
Well, and the football was in the air. So, I mean, it
Can't see it all, though.
no, that's exactly right. We have a great view.
Exactly.
Way high atop the stadium. Schommick will punt it away. McLeod back deep. Good snap. Nice punt. McLeod at the 12. And it's hit
right away.
Woo, what a hit by 52, Dustin Bozel, and 66 is Chris Urick.
These Boling boys are taking some licks out here, Kevin.
They ain't messing around, that's for sure.
There's a
That's
few limping
true.
around a little bit.
Shorthorns have cut. I was talking to Stanley Peshek today in Weimar, and we were talking about the game, and I said, well, you got to know one thing. When you play Schulenburg, you better come with a hard hat, and you better be ready to play, because if you don't, it's going to be a long night.
We're going to hit you.
There's no doubt about that. And at any angle, at any time, just get ready. 1st and 10, Boling. Offset backfield look. First man, nothing. Paco Sam is there. Bozel is there. Ricky Hernandez is around the play. And Barry Shepard.
-1.
Loss of a yard for McLeod. 6:50 left
Calvin McLeod, the ball carrier on that play. Tackle
in the
made
first
by
half. It's Horns 14 and Boling 6.
Shepard.
Kevin Fishbeck, Jeff Prosky, and Greg Uola on film tonight, as always. With a wing back, a single setback. And end around to
Trap.
Bankston, not much there.
Trap play.
They run him from the wing position that time, Jeff. They run the trap. Sarden, Shepard snuffed it out.
Bankston, the ball carrier on that play.
A gain of maybe
5. We'll give him 5 on that play. That's a good spot.
Very healthy spot. It will be 3rd down,
About 7.
and then
6 or 7.
6 or 7. Okay, 6 minutes left. First half, Horns 14, Boling 6. By-district championship 1994. One setback. 3rd and long again for Boling. They're going to call it
Watch
3rd and
that corner.
7.
Watch him roll out.
Backside pressure, boom! See ya!
Hernandez.
Ricky Hernandez, backside. Jeff never saw him. How do you do? Touched the 10-yard line.
He barely turned around, and he was right there. He didn't even have a chance to barely set his feet.
That black attack is striking back, Jeff.
Exactly. Beautiful play. Loss of 9.
That goes against the passing yards. A loss of 9 on the sack. And it's punt time for Villaseña. And Jackson will stand at his own 46, Boling 46.
Ought to have some pretty good
line.
field position out of this, Kevin.
Timeout Boling, their 2nd of the night.
That's good. I like that, too.
With 5:14 left. Schulenburg Shorthorn football is brought to you by Casper's Department Store. Frank Supply, Schwenke Baumgarten Funeral Home. That's Mark, Brian, and Bill Clazel. Schulenburg Glass, Mike and Phyllis Sharitza. Schaller Engineering, Welborn Petroleum. Talked to Big Joe Welborn this week. He says, it's Horns all the way. So, Joe, we hope you're right. Hill Bank and Trust Company of Weimar, Waslaughter Clinic and Pharmacy, and Mr. B Fireworks. Tom Vargas giving you more bang for your bucks. 5:14 left. Jeff, the Horns going to get the football back unless we have some kind of trickery, which I don't expect from their own end zone. But
we've done it.
Yeah, well, that's true. Should get the football back in good field position.
And Kevin, to be honest with you, when we did it, it was about this same situation. We were down against East Bernard, and you
Several
never know.
years ago.
And it's by district in the playoffs. You never know. Hope they're not listening.
4th and about 13 for the Boling Bulldogs on a very cool evening in Edna. Glad you could join us here on Channel 16. And each and every Tuesday night, we have the broadcast of the Shorthorn football game from the previous Friday.
Hopefully 5 more weeks of this.
It would be nice. We'd like to see 16-game season this year. Good snap. Play and return. End over end kick. Jackson will let it bounce. Look out. It will roll. And Boling will kill it. Going to stay out of the way.
Pretty good punt.
Oh, yeah. 42-yard line. 43.
Doesn't have a lot of hang time or anything, but pretty good coverage and not a good chance for Jamie to get it to that one.
Shorthorns take over on their own 43.
First and 10 Hornets with 5:02 left in the first half and a 14-6 lead. Pretty quick first half, time-wise.
Considering there was a lot of throwing going on by our side anyway.
At the half, we'll feature the Schulenburg Shorthorn Band and bells. Twirlers. So stay tuned, that's coming up. First and 10 Horns, ball at the 43. Turn, give to Bradley Wright. Cuts it up, Bradley at midfield,
Keep
close
pushing,
to a
Bradley.
first down.
Keep pushing.
What a block out there again. That's Segura that time. Or is that Dagan? That's Dagan. Segura. I'll get it right. 76. It's one of the big regulators out there. That's Segura, Greg Segura. It's going to be a gain of 9.
Ball moving inside Bulldog territory to the...
A good 9 yards.
Yeah,
It's second and a yard.
The down marker isn't exactly where it needs to be.
Oh, it's way back.
We're short by by less than a football.
Don't think we're going to throw it anyway.
Oh,
And
look at that
nice
hole.
hole, David Raines. At the 45, the 40, at the 35, and knocked down there.
Beautiful
David Raines.
run.
David Raines breaking loose for some
14 yards.
Taken down by Derek Gardner.
15 yards. 15 good yards.
A 15-yard Garrett carry, Jeff, and a first down up to the 34-yard line. Raines has got some big yardage tonight.
64 yards already.
And including a touch. Didn't he have the touchdown run?
Yes, he sure did.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Yeah, Raines had the touchdown run earlier of 36 yards. Playing big. First and 10. Starting to pass. Look, oh, Adams has his man beat. They try to drag across the middle to Mark, and it's incomplete.
Good play by that safety to come up there and get in the middle of that passing lane right there.
Todd Harris with a nice play. Adams had his man.
Ball intended.
We're getting a lot of time back there. Boy, our line is giving him time.
You know, a lot of that may be, Jeff, that they're showing things now to open up things later.
It could well be.
And, you know, a play like that when you're flooding that zone, you know, they think, okay, they're going to catch a tight end on a drag, but we've got a man that's out on the fly.
Number 7.
If that safety floats back to get that fly, that drag will be open.
Yes, it will. And Sarton is smart enough to know the difference and recognize the pattern. Let's hand it to Wright, trying to get outside. He will, and he goes up to about the
Another good
24.
run.
Flag
He's
is
just short,
okay.
barely.
Flag just now. Flag comes in.
Might have been a face mask.
I didn't see any of our linemen ever really out that close. Let's see the reaction. They're talking right amongst the Bulldogs. It looks like it's going to be against the Horns. It may be holding. Face mask
against him.
Boling. Okay.
All right, that'll work.
What's the defense clapping for?
I don't know. I guess he just heard the wrong thing.
So it's
Might
a
have been
gain.
just a 5 yard. It's just a 5 yarder.
But Jeff, it was a gain of 10. A gain of 10, and it goes to the 19. Another penetration for the Horns.
We're in good shape. Field goal. This is well within Shepherd's range.
3:53 left in the first half, and the Horns lead it 14-6. Clock will roll. Jackson to the right, Adams to the left. With Raines and Wright in the backfield, Mark is set up on the right side at the tight end position. Quick hitter up the middle to Bradley Wright. Spun away.
Our line is doing a job,
What
Kevin.
a job by the regulators. You
6,
can't-
7 yards a pop. We'll take it every time.
You know, you just got to give it to those guys. Bozel, Urich, Kujay, Segura, Chernishek. Dagan. The big guys are doing the job. Gain of 6.
Shorthorn lineup.
Joe Moore here on the left. Starting the man under. 2nd and 4. David Raines fumbles the football. Mark is being held. He tried to get it. Jeffy was being held. Boling will get it. Did you see it?
Yeah, but that's a defensive man. He can use his hands there.
Not to drag him down from behind.
Fumble recovered by number 72.
That was a good hit by number 3 to get that ball loose.
Giving
There's a timeout on the field with 3:04 left. The Horns have just committed their 2nd turnover. Schulenburg leads Boling 14-6.
this time we got injured.
David Raines is taking comes out. He's got him around. He's all right. Todd Harris, the quarterback for Boling, is out. New man under is Randy Jedlichka. He's a sophomore playing in the biggest game of his life.
As of right now.
As of right now, 1st down and 10. We'll pitch it to Bankston. Bankston has some room, lunges forward
Good carry.
to the 29.
Harris has come back in. He was rubbing his shoulder a little bit.
Play handoff to Brandon Bankston. And a tackle made by Stephen Adams.
6 yards on that.
2nd down, the clock runs at 2:40. Remember, Boling just has one timeout left. They have already burned 2.
And you step it up on defense now.
Harris is back in there at quarterback. Jedlichka stays in there as a wing. 2nd down and about 7. Rolling out the pass. Sam Brown has space. Throwing it up for grabs, and it goes incomplete. Aiding and Jackson with the coverage out there on McLeod and Gomez. But Sam Brown with big defensive pressure.
He had to put some height on that ball to get it over Sam, and they still have no passing yards. We're going to have to key on that run. There's just no doubt about that.
3rd down and 3 for Boling. Ball is shy of the 30. Call it the 29. They need about the 32 and a half. So it's a long 3. Harris. Bankston pitching it outside. Man up
Good.
to his own man.
Bozel made that play.
Forced it. You explain it.
He made that play. He come in and disrupted just as he got the pitch. He was right there. A good defensive call back there by Coach Brad Oden. Just disrupted the play enough time the linebackers to get back there and make it.
Paco Valenzuela was there. But give that play, as you said, to Adam Bozel, who got in the backfield. Timeout on the field for the Horns with 2:08 left. 4th and long for Boling. Shorthorns 14, Boling 6. This ball game plays Salado or Mason. They also playing on Friday night. By the time you watch this on Tuesday night, you'll know who's playing and when and where. 4th down and long.
Hopefully there'll be some orange and black on that field.
Shorthorns with the rush, straight up the middle of the field. Get away from it. Aiding. It's going to take a
Straight up bounce.
straight up bounce, and that's
Go
a very
nowhere.
short punt. Horns have it with 1:57 left in the 43. Jeff, plenty of time, not a whole lot of green to go.
Exactly. That's ample time. 2-minute drill is what you practice near the end of practice every day. Hopefully this will pay off and get us some points on the board before halftime.
Now it's interesting. You and I talked about on the car how the 2-minute drill will be effective without the services of Jason Houston.
Well, we're just going to spread it out more. There's just going to be less people to look for. That draw still going to be there. Maybe not the big gainer like we talked about, but still with Raines, he's got good speed and right's a hard runner.
Look at Raines. He already has the big gain. 36-yard touchdown tonight. Another big run. So we're not going to see the shotgun. We're going to see a straight under.
I like that.
You bet. 2 splits out to the right. Split backfield. Start. Screen. Jackson. Shake and bake. Gets away. You've got to put a helmet on Jamie Jackson. They do out of bounds. But I tell you what, Jackson on Derek Gardner, the senior, Jackson just did the little shake and bake. See you later. And before Gardner could look again, Jackson was buying for 5 more yards.
We're going to give him 9 on that. It's a long 8, short 9.
Ball is at the 35-yard line. 2nd down and 1.5 yards for Schulenburg. Call it a yard. Jackson out here to the left. 2 splits in the backfield, right and Raines. Sarton standing tall. Throwing to Mark. He's open. Oh,
Just can't get
off
to
his
it.
fingertip.
Just a little long.
Starting on a long pass.
He was wide open, and it just went out the outstretched hands of Kevin Mark. We saw it work twice last week for touchdowns against Flatonia.
A good call, just a little bit too long.
Seeley's got 7, and Meadville's got 7. East Bernard's 21, and Tidehaven is 7. And late in the second quarter,
3rd down and 2.
28, Mason 0.
Well, we told you earlier about who wins this one, plays either Salado or Mason.
Looks
We've
like
been given a halftime score. It's 28-0, Salado over Mason. 3rd and 1. Hand it to Wright. Gets up to
First
the
down.
30. First down. Oh, more than enough for a first down.
Made by Corey.
Gain of 5. But we received the loudest ovation was Schulenburg 14, Boling 6.
That'll get a rise every time.
Yard line.
1st and 10 Horns. 1:38 left. Just taking it right down the field. Here's a shotgun with Rains and setback. Hand it off to David. He's got some running room up the middle. Gets away. Oh, what a nice scoot.
Good
Up to
cut.
the 18.
Good cut.
Who says the Shorthorns can't break the big one? Great run by David Rains. Did a great cut. And a first down after a gain
13
of
yards.
13 yards.
Moving the ball to the
And it's another first down. Clock rolls. Shorthorns have 2 first downs, or 2 timeouts remaining. Well in the field goal range. Shotgun look. Oh, the line moved.
Everybody moved.
Right side moved. Somebody got it, somebody didn't.
Looked like we might have had the slip screen coming to this side, Kevin.
Uh-huh.
Kind of looked like it.
Back them up 5.
back to the 23.
Ball back at the 23.
Stops the clock. That helps.
Well, 1:12 left. It will start as soon as they set it. There it
Here
goes.
we go. Come on, Horns. Let's go.
Shorthorns have to get to the football. Time is rolling. 1:04, 1:03. They're not going to panic, though. They never have. Fake it. Slip screen to Mark. Big block by Segura. And Mark gets driven down at about the 14-yard line.
Well, that's another penetration
And a
for us, Kevin.
timeout is called.
That does help. That's our 4th penetration.
And a timeout was called. 50 seconds left. Our score, Schulenburg 14 and Boling 6. Coach David Hoosman is finishing his meeting. It is 2nd down and about 7. The ball just inside the 15. Shorthorns lead at 14-6 with 50 seconds left in the first half.
Definitely field goal range, Kevin.
We've got Mark way out to the right along with Jackson and Aiding. Stephen Adams here to the near side. Rains is a setback. Shotgun starting. Here they come. Those in the middle. Touchdown. He dropped it.
Right.
Mark is wide open and dropped the touchdown.
It's all right. We're still in good shape. Still 47 seconds left.
Down.
We're in good shape. 4 down territory. We're in field goal range. We're still in shape for points.
3rd and 7 now. That was a nice play. Well, everyone's going to concentrate on Jackson and Aiding out on the right, and Mark just comes right across, and he beat his man by 10 steps.
Hit him right in the pads.
Yeah,
Instead of the hands,
he
hit him
didn't
in the
reach
pads.
out and catch it. It let the ball come
It
to
happens
him.
when he just concentrates
Oh,
so
yeah.
hard.
There's no doubt about it.
I'd like to see a big play to him right
They'll
now.
run the same formation, but Mark to the left side this time. Starting rolling, looking, throwing, and
Oh, he was
incomplete.
being held out there.
And Jackson is upset.
Pass intended for
And now it's 4th down and 7
39
with 39 seconds left. Let's see if the Shorthorns are going to
Schulenburg.
take the field goal.
Field
They
goal.
are.
We're trying for the field goal.
Barry Shepard will come on and will attempt what we call about a 32-yarder. The wind, if it's any, well, it's a lot
That
up
flag
here,
is still.
but the flag out in the one end zone is still. Officially marked at the 21. Jeff, call it a 31-yarder with 39 seconds left. Sarton will hold.
Barry Shepard attempting a field goal.
Good snap. There's the hold. Kick is down. Kick is up. It's good.
Beautiful kick.
With plenty of distance for Barry Shepard.
Had a long way to go with
2
that
for
one.
2 on extra points, and now a 31-yard field goal. They could have made it from 51. And the Horns extend their lead right before half at 36 seconds left. Schulenburg 17, the Boling Bulldogs 6. for making a point. That's a drive the Horns desperately needed to come away with something.
Just to get some points before halftime, they've got to score twice here to get back in the game. So that's a big plus on our end to get some points here. They haven't, other than the big 52-yard run, they haven't had a lot of offense, Kevin. We need to keep that defensive pressure up.
Jared Schromick is out of the ball game. We see him on the sideline with his shoulder pads off, standing by Coach Brad Oden. So Barry Shepard will kick it off. Well, that's nothing new for Barry.
He's been kicking for 3 years until Jared came along this year. He's got a fine leg on him.
As proven by that field goal. Of course, the Shorthorns usually don't kick it deep anyway. Although they may do it here with just 36 seconds left. Script kick. Taken at the 30, 35. Oh, what a hit!
Oh,
Barry
man,
Shepard.
the kicker.
Shepard with a hit. Also out there for the Schulenburg Shorthorns was, is that Derek Jackson?
Harris took the ball on that kickoff.
Number 9.
By several Shorthorns.
I guess it was. Is that Derek?
Yes, it is.
Tackle on that play.
Shepard with a big hit. Boy, I tell you. You just never know who's going to hit you and where. First and 10, Schulenburg 17, Boling 6, 32 seconds left, first half. Boling, quarterback draw.
Oh,
Had him in the backfield, got away. Still on his feet, this man can run. Bozel saved him.
And he kept him from the first down, so the clock will run.
Well, now they stop it because it's close to a measurement.
No, that shouldn't be a measurement. No.
No, they called timeout, Jeff.
Oh, that's their last. Okay, I'm sorry, last time out.
Timeout on the field with 22 seconds left. It's Schulenburg 17, Boling 6 here as we are just before halftime. And coming up, we'll have the Shorthorn Band, bells, and twirlers at the half here on Channel 16. So Boling is just short of the first down. It's 2nd and inches. I don't think they're going to just sneak it across because then they can't stop the clock. They need to come up big. They trail 17-6. They need some momentum. They scored first, but then they've been silent.
Look to Bankston.
Bankston at the... Oh, the man is wide open, caught. Sarton hits him. It's complete to the 28. To Jalitska. It's good for 25 yards. They will mark the chains and start the clock with 17 seconds left. Start the clock. There it goes. And they will just ground the football.
We'll take 4 seconds off there.
Took 4 down to 13 seconds. Now, as soon as they mark this thing, they will start the play clock, but not the game clock. So Boling is desperately trying to put across some points.
Watch for reverses or anything trickier. I screen.
Never know. Ball is at the 27.
26, Bay City 7.
2nd down and 10. Ball about the 27-yard line. Harris wants to pass. Will throw it. Incomplete.
Almost intercepted. Good play. Good coverage by Adams back there.
And the official down the way says it was over his head. No interference.
The clock. Ooh.
10 seconds ran off on that play.
Well, it started with 13, so you're probably looking about 5 seconds on the play.
Okay. Oh, the clock was rolling. That was your motioning. Okay.
So we're looking probably to have around 8 or 9 seconds left.
Well, it started at it started at 13.
I would say about 5 seconds probably went off on a pass play like that.
Straight drop. Yeah. Kind of fluttered. I'd probably have about 8 or 9 seconds left. You're right. The official visiting with Coach Hoosman. And Coach Oden now will signal up to Coach Brown and Stewart, and so they'll get word to the clock keeper.
They probably won't.
They're at 6, 7
on the field.
7 seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
I figured 8 seconds, something like that.
8 seconds.
9.
9 seconds. 10.
No,
11, 12. Now 13, 14. Now it started with 13. Boy, this is Wheatley all over. It should be down to 8. It should be down to about 8. All right, 15. They're counting it off. 11 seconds. Now they're counting it up. 10 seconds where they're going to leave it.
That's a lot of time.
So they'll leave it at 10 seconds, with 3 seconds ran off on a long pass play. They're fast, not that fast. Back to pass. Throwing it up.
Nobody there.
Nobody home, incomplete. And 5 seconds ran off there.
One more play, approximately.
Unless the clock...
To get it to the end zone, you have to have one more play.
Yeah. I don't know about the field goal kicker.
Well, we saw him miss the field.
They missed an extra point very bad, so I don't think they're going to try
down.
A 44-yard field goal. 4th and 10. Have they completed a pass tonight, Jeff?
1 for 25. They want to get them right where they're at.
Yeah, on a nice catch. 4th and 10. This could be the last play of the half. Shorthorns lead 17-6. 5 seconds left in the first half. Harris may get flagged here for too much time if he doesn't hurry. Back to pass. Sam Brown with a rush. There's a pass. It's going to be caught. You got to tackle him. And they do.
All right. Good
Get it
play.
and start and tackle him. Sam Brown with a big rush. We have played 24 minutes. The play was good for 10. And after the end of the first half, Horns are halfway home. It's Schulenburg 17, Boling 6.
But that is a penetration, Kevin.
That is a penetration. We will take a look at the Shorthorn Band. That's coming right up here on Channel 16.
Schulenburg High School proudly presents the award-winning Schulenburg High School Marching Band. The band is led on the field by Drum Major Chantel Foray. Chris Bonacek is the assistant drum major. Band member of the week is Crystal Petter. Crystal Derringer, Brittany Ginn, and Jennifer Molenburn. Twirler choreography is by Carrie Ginn. Now, coming onto the field are the Schulenburg Shorthorn Bells Dance Team Drill. The Bells are under the field direction of Senior Captain Kirsten Anderson, Sophomore First Lieutenant Rachel Schuster, Sophomore Second Lieutenant Elizabeth Wellborn. The members of the Bells include Brooke Buchek, Leanne Cardenas, Molly Davila, Cassie Hoinghouse, Christy Kubanka, Laura Lifesti, Judy Pavlicek, Christy Rayborn, Tori Shimmick, Angie Varva, and Kristen Watipka. The Bells will perform a fence routine while the band plays Blazing Saddles. Bells are under the field direction of Mrs. Elizabeth Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, the award-winning Schulenburg High School Marching Band, Twirlers and Bells.
Good halftime performance by the Schulenburg Shorthorn Band, Twirlers and the Bells drill team. Kevin Fishback, Jeff Prosky, and Greg Yola here at the half, where Schulenburg leads 7-6 over Boling. 17-6, I should say. Let's give it a look at the rundowns. In the passing department, Sarton is 6 of 10 for 96 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. David Raines, 11 carries, 80 yards, including a 36-yard touchdown. Bradley Wright, he has 51 yards on 7 carries. Sarton, 2 for 9, and Jamie Jackson, 1 for 15. 152 yards of offense on the ground, 96 in the air for Schulenburg. For the Boling Bulldogs, 2 of 7, 34 yards passing for Todd Harris. That includes 1 interception. He has carried the football 7 times for 18 yards. Bankston, 9 carries, 21 yards, pretty much shut him down. And McLeod had the 52-yard touchdown and then was shut down his next carry, 2 for 52 yards. Total offense, rushing the football, 91 yards for Boling and 34 in the air. The scoring went like this. Boling took the opening possession and scored with 10 minutes and 10 seconds left on a 52-yard run by McLeod. The point after touchdown was way wide to the left. Boling led 6-0. Schulenburg came right back with 6:57 left in the first quarter. 21-yard pass from Sarton to Adams. Shepard's kick made it 7-6. With 1 second left in the first quarter, 36-yard run by David Raines, and Shepard's kick made it 14-6. And then with 38 seconds left in the half, a 31-yard field goal by Barry Shepard made it 17-6. Jeff, that's where we stand. Schulenburg up 17-6.
A good half of football for Schulenburg. Just hope we can sustain a second half the same way we did the first and control the ball and avoid the big plays. The big plays hurt them in the first half. Hopefully they can cut down that mistake like that and capitalize on if Boling happens to make any mistakes.
We're at the half. It's Schulenburg 17 and the Boling Bulldogs 6.
Some of our fine sponsors: Prime Industries, Kenneth and Mary Jane Berger, Victoria Bank and Trust, Edward and Thelma Glass, Maine Productions, Elaine, Otto, Aaron, and Christy Cutsion, James and Dolly Hatfield, Dennis, Agnes, and Dennis Urich, Stanley and Carolyn Segura, Wayne and Susan Segura Guzman, Larry, Marianne, and Beth Aiding, Joe, Janie, Joe Jr., and James Schromick, Bubba and Karen Dagan, Connolly and Nancy Brown, Brendan and Amber, Joe, Sharon, and Bradley Chernyshek, John, Sharon, and Brian Anders, the Porter family, Glennis, Tyra, and Jason of the Merchant Marine Academy, Fayette Savings, First Bank, the Flower Box, your Christmas store, Jerry's Phillips 66, Mr. and Mrs. Jerry Maishek, Pat's Sweet Shop, Schulenburg Tires, Tom and Carla Romine and family, Gene and Dorothy Holas.
And we want to thank all of our sponsors as well, who are making it all possible for us to be here and bring you these games each and every Tuesday evening on Channel 16. The Shorthorns have made their way out. Jeff will get the football to start the second half. Any changes, anything you look to see here in the second half?
Shadow that quarterback a little more, make sure he doesn't get any big gainers on that quarterback draw. I suspect they'd try to make some changes during that. And it's very imperative to get off to a good drive right here when we get the ball.
So Schulenburg will receive the football here to start the second half of play, with Schulenburg on top of the Boling Bulldogs by a score of 17-6. Clepiola says it's time to roll. No, Greg yawning up here. I don't know how you can yawn in this type of weather. Well, maybe is that what's making you tired there, Greg?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but it's all good, right?
Right, that's right.
That's it. That's right.
He's made for the camera.
I'm telling you, he's on the right end of it.
I better not talk too much. This
Greg,
is my cup of tea either.
If the Horns do win tonight, Greg will sing the national anthem during next Friday night's football game.
I like that.
Yeah, we heard him on the way up here. That's all he was doing, was singing that George Strait.
Got a good voice. Maybe we'll see him on stage one day.
Boy, are you going to bucking to be his manager?
That's right. I got to get my discount tickets front row. Backstage passes and all.
There you go. 17-6. Horns lead as Villasana will kick it off. Pump it up for the Shorthorns. 24 minutes away from a by-district title. And here's the kick. It's one of those funny ones again. Bounce around. That's a live football picked up by Mark. Mark has the outside. 35, 40, 45.
Got a
flags go down. 2 flags go down. May have a couple of clips.
More than likely.
Flags are down. And the area that you would see a block in the back or something like that.
Smart heads-up play by Mark on there to pick that ball up and take off like that.
Actually, what we're going to have is a holding. Holding against the Horns. Yeah, that's something, you know, that's a live football. Past 10 yards, that's a live ball. I heard an interesting one in a football game. I think it was in Ohio. It was a high school game. The punter was punting from his own 5. He punted it straight up. The wind carried it back into the end zone. The defense fell on it for a touchdown.
Well, that's unusual.
A -5-yard punt and resulted in a touchdown. First and 10 Horns. Steven Sarton trots out. He's your quarterback with Raines and Bradley Wright in the backfield. The regulators include Dustin Bozel, Chris Urick, Donovan Kujay, Greg Segura, and Dan Dagan. The tight end is Kevin Mark. Adams and Jackson split out here to the left.
There we go. That's
First down, up, handoff up the middle on the first play. Ball came loose, but they're going to say he was down on the ground. And that was Bradley Wright, and he takes it to the 32.
Bradley Wright was the ball
For a gain of 4.
little fumble there recovered by Dustin Bozell.
And one of the Schulenburg fans running up and down with a Shorthorn flag.
They love their football in Schulenburg, Kevin.
Especially this time of the year. Oh, it's nice to be playing in November. Second down and 6 for the Horns. Rolling out is Sarton. He's got all day. Has a man. Oh, it's just out of the reach of Jamie Jackson at about the 47-yard line. Joseph Moore was running deep. Went incomplete.
Bringing up third down and 7 for the Schulenburg Shorthorns.
He was open.
Yes, he was. Third down now and 6 for Schulenburg. Third down for the Horns. Clock is stopped. We've just started the second half. 11:14 left in the third. And the Shorthorns lead 17-6. 36-yard touchdown run by Raines and a 21-yard touchdown reception by Adams and a 32-yard field goal by Shepard. Quick screen to Raines, incomplete. Look at Jamie Jackson here at midfield, was wide open.
Well, that was a design play to go there, to screen that side, though. So that was a design play.
Well, and it also may set something up, as we said, later on in the evening.
Disappointing on the first drive not to get a first down, but let's hand it over to our defense and let's let them do their job.
Yeah, the big D, ever since that first series where they broke the long one on third and long, that black attack defense has been tough. Eric Aiding will punt. Schromick was injured earlier in the evening and has not returned. Good snap. Here they come. And he gets away. A nice
Pretty
spiral.
good punt.
It's going to hit and bounce, and the Horns will watch it. And they'll knock it dead at about the 33-yard line. So a good effort by Eric Aiding, his first punt of the year. It's at the 33. First down, 10 Boling. Will go the other way. Their quarterback, of course, is Todd Harris. Brandon Bankston and Calvin McLeod are the two running backs. The line includes Robert Sanchez, Chris Tarver, Brandon Barnes, and other offensive linemen. They only have 3 of them marked. The rest are all receivers. I also have 77. That's Harold Brooks. First down and 10 for the Dogs. Split backfield. McLeod and Bankston. Bankston has a couple up to about the 36-yard line. A gain of about 3, maybe 4. They'll stick it they'll gain a 3.
Yeah, we'll give them 3.
And brings up second down and 7.
The ball carrier. Tackle made by Rick.
I haven't seen Schromick back on the field, even on the sidelines. Maybe they're doing some checking out on him, make sure he's okay.
That could be. He had some ice around the shoulder area.
Look, I think they were talking about ribs, possibly.
Or ribs, okay. That's so far away from the shoulder. He had the ice somewhere over there. We're not doctors. We won't speculate. Second and 7. Option. Pitch it. Bankston cuts it back up the field. Has enough yardage for the first down, I do believe. If it is, it's a gain of 8. Let's see where they mark the football. It is a first down, Jeff, a gain of 8.
A good cut by the back to cut back behind the blocking and utilize everything he can and carried a few Shorthorns with him. A good, strong runner. We're going to have to get him before he gets rolling.
Ball at the 44, first and 10. 10 minutes left to go, third quarter. Horns 17, Bulldogs 6. By-district championship here in 1994. Class 2A, Region 4. End around, the trap, gets away from one, and he gives Sarton a lick in the chest. Bankston's a tough runner. Up to the 48, gain of 4.
A good run when it looked like he wasn't going to get anything. 12 carries for 36 yards for Bankston so far in the game.
He's pretty much been contained, but he's always dangerous to bust the big one. Second down and 6 for the Bulldogs. Right in front of us. Shy of the 50. Quarterback wants to pass. Sam hit him as he threw. Throws out in. It's intercepted. Oh, they say he trapped it. Sam Brown and Paco Valenzuela.
They converged on him.
They had a big hit on Harris, and he is still trying to shake off the effects of that hit from the blind side and from the front.
Don't think he isn't thinking about that, Kevin. Don't think he isn't. Big play here on defense again.
It's third down and a long 6 for the Dogs at 9:07 left in the third. Here in this bi-district championship, the winner will play either Salado or Mason. Third down, 6. 2 splits in the backfield.
Watch that draw again.
Quick screen out. Interception!
Yeah, beautiful play by Shepard.
He read it.
Beautiful play.
Jeff, he read it perfectly. And if Banks is not there, Shepard turns it around for a 44-yard touchdown. But Bankston was right there. He read it perfectly.
There was no read by the quarterback, Kevin. That was design play, no look-offs, no nothing. He popped it right back out there. Gave us good field position. We really needed a big play like that. They were going to, even if the pass is incomplete, count on them to kick us and get us in our own end of the field pretty deep.
Horns football at the 44. First and 10 Reigns and right in the backfield. Joseph Moore to our side. Jamie Jackson on the side.
Nice
Bradley
move.
right.
Cut it up.
Cuts. Oh, nice run. Bradley still
They're
on
trying
his
to
feet.
strip the ball, Kevin, is all they're trying. They're not really doing a lot of tackling, just trying to strip the ball mainly.
Bradley is good for 5.
Bradley Wright, the ball carrier, stopped by.
Brings up 2nd and 5. 17-6 Horns on top. 8:35 left in the third. Wind has picked up a little bit where we are, way high above the field.
Gain of about 4 yards on the play.
Split backs. Jackson to the right, Adams here to the left. Mark is set up on the right. 2nd and 5. Sarton turns, gives it to Wright.
Good.
Oh, nice outside of 30. 25, 30.
Trying to strip
15.
again. All they're trying to do, Kevin, is strip the ball. Look at them swinging those arms at the ball.
David Raines, the running back, made a good block.
Beautiful play. Beautiful play.
Up to the 14-yard line, Jeff.
Tackle made by Todd Harris. First down for Schulenburg. The ball on the
26 yards.
15-yard line.
26-yard carry on that.
Well, those running backs are starting to get it mowing. They got
146 yards total. Oh,
Yeah.
actually more than that with the quarterback in Jackson's run.
86 for Wright and 80 for Raines. That's a heck of a combination.
Exactly.
They'll eat you
Who
up.
do you key on, Kevin?
You nobody. You can't.
Good
Inside.
quick hitter.
And flags go down
Might be
quickly.
motion.
Out to number 3, David Raines. We have penalty flags on the plate.
Dead ball foul. Legal procedure.
Okay, that's what we got. I've seen somebody moving somewhere.
Illegal procedure is the call. Step the Horns off 5. That was a penetration, so if we're worried about that, that's what, 5 on the night.
Illegal procedure called against the Shorthorns.
Still first down now, but 15 to go. At the 20, in Bulldog territory, Horns with the football. And it's a right, another big block. That time he cuts it up, takes it back
He
to the
gets
line.
about 6 yards, 5 or 6 yards there.
Yeah, he takes it back up to the original line of scrimmage.
Bradley Wright, the ball carrier.
Mark it at the 15, a gain of 5. And 2nd and 10 for the Horns.
Main
So
thing, Kevin, we got to hold on to the ball here.
well, Boling is playing desperate. They've got to get some kind of turnovers. They don't want to see the Horns tack on another one and go up by 18, 19, or 17 points. And this late in the ball game, we're at 7 minutes left to go in the third quarter. So they're going to be stripping. Sarton sets up. Throws Jackson just a little bit out of his reach. Jamie had steps on his man, but it went incomplete.
Looked like a pure pass from here, real pretty pass.
Again, they flood the zone with Mark out there, and Mark and Jackson. And both men looked like they had steps on their men. Now brings up 3rd and 10 from the 15. Third down and 10 for the Horns at the 15. Starting to pass. Across, caught by Adams. Adams
Touchdown!
scores! Touchdown!
All right, Horns. Way to go, babe.
Split the seam.
In traffic, Kevin. Caught it in traffic.
That was on the money, Jeff. Mark it down with 6:54 left in the third. Adams has his second touchdown of the night. And this one from 15 yards out.
36 yards, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. I'll take that any night, Kevin.
Been waiting for Steven to bust loose, and now's his time to shine.
This week, he's really been a big benefit for us.
23-6 Schulenburg. Shepard to try the extra point. They're waiting now. There we go. As they need to snap the ball before we get the delay call. There it is. Kick is up. Kick is good. 6 minutes, 54 seconds left in the third. It's all Horns and it's all good on Channel 16. It's Schulenburg 24, the Boling Bulldogs 6. So Jeff, another long, good scoring drive for the Horns, and they lead 24-6. Once again, Coach David Hoosman and the Shorthorns show who do you key on? They've got so many weapons.
Well, I liked the idea that they did capitalize on a turnover. When you get somebody down, you want to get them down a little further and say, hey, look, we're going to take advantage. You got to play perfect. We're going to take advantage of every mistake you make.
And the Horns did so on that drive. 6:54 left in the third. Schulenburg up by 18 points. The script kick, punched around, fumbled. They will pick it up. And
got some
has
room.
a return. There's a clip. There's a flag.
There we go.
Still on his feet.
That'll
we
work.
got that one.
That was pretty obvious. I think everybody in the stadium saw that one.
We had Brian Valenzuela got pushed in the back.
If it wouldn't have been for that, he'd have had the tackle. He was right on him.
So they'll mark it 15 from that position. That was obvious.
Pretty obvious. A block in the back? No, that should have been a clip.
Illegal block called against Boling.
So driving back a little further. Shorthorn defense, the black attack, striking back in 94, needs to make a big stand here so the offense can drive a big nail in the coffin. Offense is starting to hit on all cylinders, and the defense has really picked it up after that first drive of the ball game where Boling scored in 1 minute and 50 seconds on a 52-yard run. So they have really stepped it up, and as we knew they would.
Well, we need to just don't let down now.
No.
These guys have just too much speed, and anything can happen.
Well, we may see them have to go to the air where they have been. It's been disastrous for them tonight. 2 interceptions already for Harris. He'll run the option, keep it knocked down right there.
You don't want to let him get outside.
Brian Valenzuela on the tackle. Clock will roll at 6.5 left in the third, and it's Schulenburg 24-6 in this by-district championship game. The winner plays Salado or Mason. By now, you know who they'll play. We heard earlier Salado winning 28-0.
Yeah, at the half.
Saw some Mason coaches on our side a while ago kind of shaking their heads. So
they sure drove a long way.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, they'd rather be up there deer hunting.
I imagine so.
2nd down and 10 for Boling. Pitch it to Bankston. String it out. Oh, nice cut. Paco on his back, and it goes up to the 40-yard line. Nice cut by Bankston.
Pitch out to Bankston, breaks loose and gets by a few tackles.
17 yards.
Number 60, Valenzuela.
Paco Valenzuela jumped on his back and wouldn't let go, but not before he gained 17. That's his largest run of the night.
By far. By far. 8 was the previous large.
5:50 left, third quarter. 24-6 Horns on top of Boling.
Kevin, it's a pretty good bet. If you can keep him to 17 as your biggest run, you've got a good chance to win the game.
There's no doubt about it, because he can break him at any time. And they'll pitch it again to Bankston. Same play. Horns defense is there.
And he's still
on his feet, though. That's a good run. Aiding was there.
Good 6 yards.
Along with Jamie Jackson and Steven Sarton.
One of the tacklers, along with Jamie Jackson.
Brings up a 2nd and 4.
Move the ball to
gain of 6.
So you got a 2nd down and looks like about 5.
2nd down for the Boling Bulldogs.
They're going to have to run outside, it looks like, Kevin. There's not a lot of room inside. They're going to have to utilize that speed and take care of the corners.
Schulenburg, defensive attack. Quick pass out. Oh, the man is wide open. It's caught. Still on his feet, gets a block. Big check, get it, ran him down. This man was wide open. Went to Calvin McLeod. It goes from the 45 across midfield.
24 yards.
24, 25 yards on the play. 24. And a first down. Well, you talk about letting down. You don't want to do that. A score and a two-point conversion, and the Dogs are right there in striking distance.
Exactly.
But if you hold them and you take it back and score, you can really put the hurt on them. But Boling is stepping up here when they need to. Pitch it, Bankston, outside.
Good defensive
nice
play.
defensive job by Ricky Hernandez. Hernandez and Ginnert, Shepard, Sam Brown, Jamie Jackson, but Hernandez got around the waist and wrapped him up.
We'll be generous and give him a yard with that.
You're a nice man. 2nd and 9, 4 minutes left now in the third. Schulenburg up 24-6. They trailed early in the first quarter, 6-0. Since then, the Boling offense had done nothing up until this drive. And they have moved the football well with some big plays. 2nd down and 9. Harris taking his time with a double wing set. Hand it off Bankston. Nothing there. Oh, where are you going? Black Attack is striking back. Sam Brown. Shepard made the big hit. And Ginnert. Sam's trying to pump up the crowd.
Tackle made by Sam Brown, number 72, along with...
Well, that yard we just gave him, we're going to take it right back, Kevin.
Loss of a yard. 3rd 10. 3:15 left in the third. Well, you got to watch a quarterback draw. We haven't seen that in this half.
This is a prime situation for it.
This is a good time to run it, especially they know the horns are pinning their ears and coming. 3rd down, run the option, pitch it, Banks it, nothing there.
Play.
Nothing there with a loss.
Bozel again.
Adam Bozel. Big play by Adam Bozel. Dropping for -5, Jeff.
Big decision here on Boling side. What do you do? 4th and 15?
With 2:40 left, you're at the 35? I don't know. Bozo with the tackle. And they're going to run, it looks like they're going to run a play. It's 4th down and 15. This is a crucial play. We saw the Horns break the back of Flatonia on a play similar to this on 4th and 17.
We also saw Flatonia score on a play just
exactly, so you got to be careful. 4th and 15 for Boling.
Too much time. 4th and 20, that helps.
Too much time, Boling Bulldogs. They just didn't get the snap off.
Do you feel these stands shaking as much as I do?
I do. We're up high. I hope they don't shake too much. Long way down, Jeff. It's now 4th and 20 at the 40.
I'm not surprised they didn't take a timeout here, Kevin. At least discuss it.
They know which play they have in mind. Could be some trickery. Defense has to stay awake, stay at home. 4th and 20. Here's the Black Attack. They want to run the draw. Gets away. Tries to go outside. Still on it. He's not going anywhere. Sarton. Oh, wrapped him up.
Big play.
Maybe 3 after all that. Sarton and Jackson and the headhunter, Chad Ginnert.
We're going to be nice and generous again, Kevin, and give him 5 on it.
Okay. Somebody's bringing the hammer out, and I think it's that Black Attack defense.
An excellent rush again. That's made the play. He didn't have any time to set up. As soon as he squared his shoulders, he had Black all around him. And he had to run for his life, basically.
It makes you think, is that design, or did he look for a receiver? If he looked for a receiver, you got to hand it to the defense. Hand it to the defense anyway. 1st and 10 going the other way. Horns with a 1:44 left in the third, leading 24-6. Sarton will pitch it. Here's Jackson. Outside 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
That's Derek Jackson, a sophomore that, baby, you got to watch him.
Any relation?
I don't believe it's any, maybe cousins or so on, but What speed we've got to come up, too.
Is that his first carry as a varsity letterman?
First carry as a varsity player. We got the backfield of Jackson and Anders that we had talked about earlier, possibly seeing them in the second half.
How many yards? Up to the 44. We start at the 35. 22, 21 yards. 21 yards his first carry. Derek Jackson. Keep an eye on this young man. Action Jackson again. Here's Todd Anders. He's fresh. He's got 5. He's got 10. He's got 15, 20. He's to the 20. He's on the 15.
Lord,
here's another one. He just has his first carry of the night. Where do you draw the line, Jeff? It goes for up to 27 yards. 28. Where do you draw the line? You got 2 fresh backs in there, and boom, they bust you.
And the thing is, all 4 of these backs are going to be back next year, Kevin. We got a lot to look forward to.
Man alive. We got a lot to look forward to in the next few weeks if this keeps up.
Hopefully in the next few minutes.
Yeah. We're at a minute and 10 in the third. Sarton, the quarterback, turns, gives it to Derek Jackson. Jackson on his feet, still on his feet. Look at him run.
Beautiful run. Oh, baby.
Derek Jackson, 15 yards, broke a tackle. How do you like this young man?
Boy, you know they're thinking, what do we get into now? Bringing somebody in like that.
He's a sophomore with JV experience only, and he's playing like a senior with 3 letters on his jacket. And he earned it right there from 15 yards out, and it could drive the nail right to the heart of the Dogs.
That puts a big dent in the 31-6 without a big passing game, Kevin. That's a big obstacle to overcome.
Derek Jackson, my friends, remember his name. You're going to see a lot of them in the next few weeks. That's just unbelievable. Where do they keep getting these young men? My goodness. Shepard trying to add the point. It's up. It's good. 1 minute left in the third. It's all horns. It's all good. 31-6. Schulenburg over Boling in the bi-district championship. Left. Jeff still talking about that run.
We still got another one of Reynolds back there. If you've seen him run, you're in for a treat to see him get it back there. He's a heck of a runner, too.
Able to watch some of the JV games this year. Yeah, he is quite a runner.
He was the leading rusher for the JV, and he's only a freshman. And, boy, we've got a stable of backs to come up in the next few years. So hold on and keep your stat book open because there's going to be some mighty big stats in the next few years.
Yeah. Postpone those deer trips. Those deer hunting trips. Like to play on these Friday nights. So Shepard will kick it away. Will kick it deep. Bankston at the 17 fumbles it. He's in jail. And he is wrapped down by Shepard and Ginnert. Oh, look at Chad. Look at Barry. They're pumped. Woo! It is a 1st and 10 situation for Boling. They are facing a monumental task. It's 31-6 in favor of the Shorthorns. As we're scrambling for our tickets for the, I think I have that number, Jeff.
Yeah.
I'm serious. We'll run the play to McLeod, not much there. Not a very big game for McLeod. Brings up 2nd down. And a gain of 4. All right.
Calvin McLeod carried the ball.
Gain of 4 for McLeod. Here we go. What was that number again? 2nd down and 6 for the Boling Bulldogs. Bankston wrapped up. Sarton, Ginnert, nothing.
No gain on the play.
Jeff, if I don't have it, I think you have it. You bought tickets right before I did.
Number again?
We'll see. We'll get back at it. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. It's 4th quarter time. Schulenburg 31 and Boling 6 on Channel 16.
Sculley for our tickets, and we didn't win.
Leon Linghammer, lucky dog.
Goodness. My goodness.
The only lucky dog in the stadium right now.
Yeah, those other dogs feeling pretty low, trailing 31-6. Talking about the Bulldogs.
We still can't count out a whole quarter's coming up, and
Yeah, with
anything can happen.
no passing game, it's tough. Third down and long. Oh, what a play by Sam Brown! Yes, I am the man! What a hit, Jeff! He just, oh man, he just unloaded on Harris.
Kept coming. You just kept coming.
I think Sam thought he already threw it, so he didn't wrap him up. He just kind of pushed him with his shoulder pads and ripped him for a huge loss. I tell you what, when you play against that flag attack defense, you better put the hard hat on, baby, and strap it on tight, because they will come at you.
Oh, definitely. They're in a punting situation already. They didn't need this. They needed anything positive right there. Offense is fixing to get back on the field. See if we can do a little more damage.
High snap.
Oh, Shepard like to got to that one.
Nice punt. Jackson may return it from the 47, the 50, at the 45, the 40, down the sideline, spins 35 and is knocked out of bounds right there.
That guy is exciting. Every time he touches the ball, any kind of way, he's exciting.
That's a good return of 23 yards.
Kevin, can you feel the momentum that has shifted our way? That
It's been there.
They're getting a little more confident every play, it seems like.
Found on the Boling side is the blue light jacket.
First down and 10, Horns at the 35. Check your programs, because we've got some new faces doing the same old things, making big runs. We'll have Wright and Raines in the backfield. Ball is at the 35-yard line. First and 10, Horns. 31-6, 11:08 left in the ball game. Sarton to Bradley Wright, has 5, still on his feet, gets hit at about the 27-yard line. And about 8.
What I like to see is they're covering the ball up, Kevin. They're not carrying it like a loaf of bread. They're covering it with both hands and putting that head down and butting in and getting 2 or 3 more yards on it.
Give him 8. Second down now. And 2.
Right now he's got 12 carries, 99 yards for Wright.
Wow, and Raines with
80 yards.
80 yards.
Hadn't had a carry since halftime.
No. You got Derek Jackson with 34 yards and a touchdown, circled at the 13-yard carry. Anders with 41 yards.
Big yards on the rushing side.
Second down and about 3. Bradley Wright gets hit, lunges close to the first down.
A little bit short, just a tad short.
And once again, you got to recognize the regulator offensive line. Dustin Bozel, Chris Urick, Donovan Kujay, Greg Segura, and Dan Dagan. What a job the regulators have done tonight.
Well, I was talking the other day to Mr. Segura, Stanley, and he says, you know, you never hear about the line a lot. I always try to talk about them. They're a bunch of fine fellas out there doing a good job. They're the unsung heroes every week.
That's right. They all deserve a game ball. 3rd and 1. David Raines, first down. Still on his feet. Look at David turn his legs. Oh, no, that's dangerous. He went down, stood up, and then hit after the whistle. But he goes to the 22, a first down gain of 4. All right.
Because he was short of the 25, about 25 and a half, so we're going to give him a 4-yard run on that.
9:38 left to go. The clock is running, and the Horns are well on their way to yet another bi-district championship, Jeff. 8 years in a row in the playoffs, and they're on a roll again.
They're running just like my nose is.
Yeah, it is getting a little cold up here. It's been cool. It's going to get a lot warmer when we score this next touchdown. There's Raines. This could be it. 15. Oh, nice stutter step to the 10. And a first down, 11 yards. He's got close to 100. 96 and 99 for Wright.
Ball on the 10-yard line.
Possibly 200-yard rushers.
That's been a while since we've had that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Well, I can guarantee you one of them will probably get it right here.
Salado 44 and Mason 7.
Well, Salado won 44-7 over Mason. Hey, look at the Mason coaches. If we didn't have a play, we'd show them. They're walking out.
It's going to be a long ride home.
Yeah, they start basketball. First and goal from the inside the 10. Bradley Wright gets hit as he goes to about the 7-yard line.
We're going to give him 2 yards on that. That takes him over 100, 101 yards.
That's right. So it looks like it'll be the Horns and Salado.
Coming up in the area championship game
Bulldogs.
with 8:20 left, and unless something just really, really out of this world would happen, but you never know, it will be all horns.
Well, I don't know if Salado has a passing game, but they better develop one pretty quick.
You're not going to. I think they have a big running game, to be honest with you.
Well, that's what I like to hear.
Yeah. Well, so did Boling, but they haven't proven it. Sarton is in trouble. He's going to run. He's going to score.
Touchdown,
Right
Horn!
into second base. He's safe. Oh, I tell you what, Coach Oden may have taught him that slide, too. Protected himself.
He's recruiting him for baseball right on that play.
7-yard, 8-yard run for Steven and another touchdown, and you can turn out the old lights. This one's going to be history. It's a matter of how much now. 37-6. And Greg's been saying 42-12 all night. I don't know if we'll get 12, if they'll get 12. It's 37-6, 7:57 left in the ball game. The Horns are up by 31. And to add the extra point, here's Barry Shepard. Perfect on the night. 4 for 4, including a field goal. Good snap. Kick up. It's good. 7:57. The Shorthorns just that far away from being by-district champs. They lead Boling 38-6 here on Channel 16. And our broadcast is being brought to you this evening by some great people who care about Shorthorn athletics and academics. And some of our sponsors include the Diamond S Restaurant, Foxfire Builders, that's J.O. Renner, 10th Frame Bowling Alley, Audubon Travel Shop, IMCO, Ken and Sherry Banks Owners, Crumsack Wagner Insurance Agency, Kelly and Doris Sarton, Schulenburg Livestock Auction Incorporated, Zimmerman's Garage, Vernon and Fawn Zimmerman Owners, Schulenburg Printing and Office Supplies and Sports Specialties, the Prosky families, and Dan and Jill Tabor. Just some of our sponsors making it all possible. Still Booster Club every Friday.
Every Friday at noon, H.E. Cottage. Be there, be square.
And you want to be a part of our broadcast, call any of the Booster Club members. You can call Jeff over at
Schulenburg Printing.
yeah, I want you to give yourself the plug.
Gave a job at Audubon.
That's right.
Miss Zimmerman at Zimmerman's Garage. All those ladies would be glad to help you.
They sure would. And,
We'd really appreciate it. All the Booster Clubs.
well,
would
because
really
that's right.
appreciate
That money goes back to the kids in the
it.
Booster
Every
Club.
penny goes back to the kids.
7:57 remaining in this one. It's all Schulenburg, leading 38-6. They trailed early 6-0, but since then they really aired it out. Here's a script kick, fumbling around. Somebody's got to get it. You know, a lot of folks are going to look at that and say, you know, that's not an it's an onside kick, but it's not. It's the way Schulenburg has kicked all year. They try to keep it out of the hands of the people that can hurt you.
Well, everybody we played has had one dangerous man usually back there every week that you want to get the ball away from, and this week's no exception, and we've done a good job. No big returns so far.
Bulldogs take over on the
7:54 left in the ball game. Shorthorns up by 32 comfortable points. Ginnert hurries off the field.
Romine's getting to play some time in there
Yeah,
now.
Tyson is in. He's been injured, and he's finally in the ball game. They hand it out to McLeod. Slips away, but Sarton will bring him down. Whole host of horns. Boy, that's a gang pile.
Might be a little face mask in there.
Yeah, flags go down.
Bulldogs taken down by several Shorthorns. Steven Stark, Jamie Jackson.
It is going to be a face mask,
It's just like a 5-yarder, I believe, isn't it?
which would make it close to a first down, depending upon the mark.
He's going to be just shy of it. Be second person one, I guess you'd consider it, right?
That's right.
Oh, they're giving him a favorable spot
Ooh.
for a first down, so that's all right. Let the clock run.
Clock will start when they stick the chains. And they should move now.
Called against the Shorthorns on
And they are. Inside of 7:40 left to go in the football game. Schulenburg on top 38-6. Well, we saw that first drive of Boling. We said, boy, this is going to be some kind of fight here, but that defense has just made their adjustments. Hand it to Bankston. Bozel wraps him up at about the 45. Bozel and Tyson Romine. Good to see Tyson getting in the licks after being injured for a few weeks.
Adam Bozell.
Now he'll come out, and Chad Gennett will go in. Barry Shepard goes back in.
Well, he's still not 100% with that ankle, and I don't want to see him. I don't. They just said Bozel's name right for the first time tonight, and the crowd gets a kick out of that one.
Yeah. Well, we were trying to get the word down, Adam. I promise you. Second down and about 3. Give it out to McLeod. He's going to be close to the first down. Should have it. Paco Valenzuela. Kevin Mark. Brian Valenzuela.
To the left of the press box that's lost a set of keys. If you found them or just look around, they need them. Bring them to the press box if you find a set of keys over there.
Second down, or first down, it is a first down. Ball is at the 48. 6:35 to go in this one, and it's Schulenburg up 38-6. Bi-district title game. Harris. Bankston gets by Barry Shepard. Boy, that was a
they
quick
like to
play.
got him in the backfield right there. It was just slipped out of a tackle right there.
That's just such a quick handoff. It's going to be a gain of about 5, maybe 6. Make it 5, 2nd and 5. 6 minutes to go. So the Horns have come out, played strong, both sides of the football, and are winning this one impressively with inside of 6 minutes to go. Harris to throw. It's caught. No,
It
drop. It dropped. Aiding with the coverage. Went in out of bounds.
Pretty good coverage on the play.
Played him like a blanket. Third down now and 5.
Pass intended for David Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, intended receiver.
We have a final score. Giddings beating Lano 21-20.
Some neighbors to our north. Giddings Buffaloes winning on Friday night over Lano 21-20. Coach Jay Warwick down there in Giddings.
Great for the area. We'd love to see it.
You bet. 3rd and 5. Bankston hitting the backfield, gets away, and then lunges forward as Raines put a hat on him, and Mark put a shoulder pad on him.
Tackle made by David Raines and Kevin Mark.
No doubt about going for it here.
Oh, no. We're at Edna's Cowboy Memorial Stadium. Kevin Fishbeck, Jeff Prosky, and Greg Uola with Schulenburg leading 38-6. 5:15 to go in the ball game. 4th and 2.
I don't like to get greedy, but I like to see a stop.
Sure. Why not? Hand it off. Bankston is met at the line. Jeff, you may have gotten your stop.
It's going to be close.
Where's the spot?
We'll see. We'll see the spot.
Yeah. Shepard.
gonna be close.
Well, we got
I don't think
234s in there. Shepard and Reuben Gilliam.
Reuben Gilliam, freshman. That is going to be a heck of a ball player.
Well, he made a play.
He didn't
And
make it.
they did not make it, Jeff. I don't think. The
They're
offense
going
is
to
going
measure,
out.
but both sides are switching fields already, so.
I just don't. There's no
Make it.
way.
First
No,
down by a long way. Almost a yard.
Shorthorn football. Jeff, you getting greedy?
I guess I am.
That's all right.
Sign of old age, I guess.
Well, when you can be greedy. 38-6. 4:57 left.
43-yard line.
Sarton will pitch it out to Jackson at the 50, the 45, the 40, the 33-yard line. This young man is something else. Woo! It's a gain of 28. 28 yards for Derek Jackson. He already has a touchdown tonight. He's got 4 carries, 62 yards.
62 yards. 3 carries on 62 yards.
Is it 3?
3 carries.
Oh, he's averaging 20 yards as a varsity letterman.
33-yard line.
Yeah, he's a sophomore.
I was worried about them getting wore down, playing a lot of both ways, and it's showing right now.
Sure.
It's showing.
This is Todd Anders.
Anders has room at the 25, but flags will go down.
We'll have a hold here to bring it back.
Number 20.
Todd did a little high step in there, and he then lowered his head and gave a lick to the guy who was trying to tackle him, Villasana. But holding against the Horns will wipe it out.
It's going to bring us probably back to 1st and 10. Just about, or 1st and 11
See
possibly.
where the mark is. Yeah, you're right.
1st and 10. Exactly.
Yeah. You got good eyes.
We might even gain a half a yard or so.
We'll take that. Of course, it wipes out a good gain by Anders. It's Anders and Derek Jackson in the backfield. Horns stay on the ground to Anders. Good block. Todd has some. Oh, he just couldn't slip through.
Just missed
Jeffy picked up the exact amount of yardage. Gain of 13.
More. 13 yards.
13 in the first down at the 20.
54 yards on 3 carries for Todd Anders.
4:26 left. Todd with 3 carries, 54 yards. Derek Jackson, 3 carries, 62 yards.
And they're the reserves.
Yeah. Raines, 96 yards.
13
Right,
carries
101 yards.
on 13
Wow.
carries.
Unbelievable. 1st and 10 at the 20. Sarton to Anders. Bowles is wet. You know, Todd is a hard runner.
He's a hard runner.
Tackle made there by 64, Ishmael Rengel. Ishmael Rengel.
That's a mouthful.
A nice play by the young man who's a junior, 220 pounds. Once again, hats off to that offensive line of Bozell and Urick and Segura and Dagan and Kujay.
They've just wore them down. You can tell on each play they're just standing up and watching for the ball.
When they say winning it in the trenches, that's what it's all about, people. 2nd and 7. Derek Jackson on his feet. Takes the hit, still on his feet, Jeff.
Look at this guy run.
To the 4-yard line. A gain of 13. A gain of 14 by Derek Jackson. He's a sophomore. First game, or first carries as a varsity letterman, or as a varsity player, I should say.
What can you say? Beautiful run.
Man. 3:05 left to go in the ball game, and the Horns lead 38-6. With at the 4-yard line, trying to tack on another one here. They're taking their time. I mean, they're running their basic offense. It's got some fresh legs in there. Uh-oh, mix up. And Sarton will fumble it. The ball is still loose and picked up. And Jackson will knock him down. Well, he can tackle, too.
Broken play. You can tell the backs went the wrong way. That's going to happen when you get a lot of these JV boys up and get some chance to play in these games. Hey, that's okay. It's a learning experience.
Yeah.
They're gaining something every time.
But, you know, as much as a competitor as Coach David Hoosman and his staff, as they are, it just, you know, you think, you know, you kind of grit your teeth a little bit and say, you know, I wish we would have had it. But you think about it, hey, those things are going to happen.
Exactly.
It's not going to affect the
outcome of the game.
It may affect the final score, but not the outcome. Bradley Mychek is now in defensive end, and Bozell comes out. Adam, great job. Paco Valenzuela's out. Ricky Hernandez is out.
Hats off to these guys.
You bet.
Boy.
Guys, what an effort. Bankston is met. That's Gilliam, Reuben Gilliam.
He's a fire plug out there. I guarantee you got to watch this fella. He is exciting to watch.
He's a freshman, 5'7", 160.
Is that legal to have 234s on the field at one time?
Ginnert comes out. Shepard comes out. Great job, fellas. Chernishek trots in. Romine is back out there. And we've got 2:20 left in the ball game. Horns 38-6 over Boling at this point.
Sam Brown getting a nice deserved rest.
And Sam comes out. Big job, big man. Back to power. Quarterback draw. This is wide open. Still on his feet, and then brought down in the secondary.
Good open field tackle by Mark.
Mark. Also chased there by Wagner. Josh Wagner, a sophomore with JV experience.
14 yards.
Well, Jeff, it's been one of those games again where the Horns just put it all together on all cylinders.
The second half, they were, I don't know what he told them at halftime, but I hope he can that speech.
And use it every week. I'd pull it out in the middle of practice one day just to keep them going. First down 10, a minute 35 to go. Hand it off. Range with the tackle on with Mark. The ball was to Calvin McLeod. Some happy stats coming over the half, or at the end. Minute 20 left. 38-6 Schulenburg will play Salado in the next round of the playoffs. Sometimes this coming week, in all likelihood Friday night. Salado's located up around...
It's north of Austin,
yeah.
toward the way on 35, so we're probably looking at Austin.
Looking at the Austin area, yeah. Second down and about 4 for the Boling Bulldogs. Pitch it, Bankston got there late, stays on his feet. Mychek had him and knocked him down. Bradley Mychek with a tackle. Also out there for the Shorthorns. Can't quite finish off his number.
Kevin McGarry, number 65.
Is that McGarry? Okay. Kevin McGarry with a tackle. And we have another number 20 out there. It's Edric Glass. You can tell.
This guy can fly too, Kevin.
Yes,
That's one that can fly.
35 seconds left. Boling trying to just put another one on the board if they can. Bankston is not going to get it. Well, he gets away and then he's wrapped up.
No
Romine. Romine and Glass are there. I think Mark laid a helmet on. No, it's 65 McGarry again. And the Horn fans are leaving happily.
Bankston on the carry.
With 15 seconds left, we'll see if they get another playoff. 10 seconds.
9, 8, 7.
I don't think that, well, it's going to be awfully
5,
close.
4.
They better hurry.
2, 1.
They didn't get it. They didn't
That's the
get
ball
it.
game, folks.
And the Shorthorns win big. Boling scores first, quickly, and then nothing. The final score, Schulenburg Shorthorns, your by-district champions, 11-0, 38-6. The Schulenburg Shorthorns have won this one 38-6. We've got Jeff Prosky. We're going to switch roles. Greg Sleepiola, we know you've called. We've had our phone bank operating for 10, 11 weeks now. They want to see his face.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be our guest tonight in the postgame.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you.
It's going to help me out with the stats tonight. Look into the camera now, Greg.
I'm trying to read, okay. For Rains, 13 carries, 96 yards. Wright has 13 carries, 101 yards. Good job, Bradley Wright. Anders has 4 carries, 57 yards. Jackson, 4 carries, 75 yards. 1 touchdown. Stephen Sarton,
3
3
carries.
carries, 17 yards, 1 touchdown. Good job, y'all. For a total rushing yards of 346. I like to say that Todd Anders and Derek Jackson stepped up in the game pretty well, and they came out doing a great job. Great job. You couldn't ask for anything more. They stepped in first carry of the game, and they gained more than 10 yards. That's a great job by sophomores, juniors. Passing, Stephen Sarton, 7. He threw 7 yards.
7 completions.
Oh, 7 completions for 13 yards.
111 yards.
Oh, I'm sorry. 111 yards. Sorry about that. And
They're going to cut our pay. That's all right.
1 touchdown and 1 interception.
Receiving, Schulenburg had Jamie Jackson, 4 catches, 66 yards. Mark, 1 for 9 yards. And the big man tonight, Mr. Adams, 2 big catches, 36 yards and 2 touchdowns right at the right time. On Boling side, we're going to have Bankston, 25 carries, the workhorse by far tonight, 80 yards only. A good, solid defensive stand against a team that was, he led his district in rushing. In fact, the top 2 rushing were in that district. McLeod, 6 for 68 yards, 52 of it on the 1 big TD touchdown, their only touchdown of the night. Harris, 11 carries for 30 yards for 178 total yards on the ground. Harris, 3 of 11, 58 yards. passing, leave them a total of 236 total yards. So a good defensive effort by Schulenburg tonight.
Oh, great job. Everybody was saying that we should watch out for Bankston. I don't know what I was watching out for. He didn't do such a good job with this defense we got.
Kevin, you got anything to say?
Well, I think both of y'all have summed it up very well. It's another Shorthorn victory, number 11, 11-0. Way to go! One more round coming up this next week against Salado, and we'll get deep into the region where it always gets tougher.
Thank you, fans. You're doing a great job again.
Good job, Horns.